this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and like happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know my time. Never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. One to make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals.
So yeah, give back, give love, give something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm gonna wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't get play, can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Hey, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody coming in here tonight, man. Who we got on first? What up, DB, Mr. J Dub, DB, OGE, there we go. I got a nickname for you. Hey, Kevin Browner, DB, TB, Xavier, Dream Cooking, Sil. Oh man, I'm gonna just call you 2011, big homie. Damn, Almighty Law, Xavier, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here tonight, man. What up, Jeffrey, Guillermo? What's up, Almighty Law, man? Thank you guys for coming in here tonight. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I say thank you, man. We got a good show tonight, man. Professor Griff for being here. I came in a little bit early. I was just sitting in a chair going over my notes, and I was like, shit. I owe y'all a couple of minutes. I was late like 10 days ago or something like that. I don't know who's keeping track out there, but I was late, so I figured I'd give you those 5 minutes back right now. Even though we always go over, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. And it's going to be a hell of a show tonight, man. What up, Ron? Man, it's going to be Ron Daniels, man. What's up, big homie? And it's gonna be a thick ass show, and I'm excited, man. And this is the free Negro broadcast. If you want to hear 2 free Negroes speak freely, stay tuned, man, because we're gonna have a hell of a time, man. And can't fire a boss, right? Every pun intended, man. What's up, Champ Side, man? What's up, man? Yeah, I got your sweater on tonight too, big homie. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, we gonna rock out, man. I got my sweater on. I got Black Future Vintage on, Patty Dean's medallions. You know what I mean? We gonna rock out, man. We're gonna have a great time tonight, man. This is for us, man. This is for us, man. This is gonna be a great show, man. And he's on time too, man. He's on time. The king is on time, man. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, man. And we rock and rolling. Oh, he fixing his audio. Yeah, man. He's on time, and we're gonna rock out, man. And I got about 40 pages of notes in here, so we good. You ready, Professor? Thumbs up if you're ready. Yeah, well. Thumbs up. We ready to rock and roll, man. Without further ado, the man of the hour, man. The man of the hour, the myth, the legend, man. How you feeling, King?
I'm maintaining, man. Trying to be like you. What's good with it?
Oh man! If you try to be like me, you moving in slow motion, man.
I got a little bit more hair though. That's
you got a lot more hair, homie. hey, I lost mine at like 29, 30. I'm like, shit, I'm there. hey, it don't matter as long as the basement's still full of water. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the barbershop, big homie. Welcome to the barbershop, man.
That's why I made the hair reference because it's
I got it. Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay, cool. We got you. So it's good.
Oh man, I'm just elated to have you in here tonight, man. We got a lot to talk about, man.
Okay, you got some beautiful people on your team, man, and they stay on me.
Do they? Let's talk about them real quick. Let's talk about them real quick.
This is called a PD. And, Terrence, man, Bailey.
Yeah, Terrence Bailey and Patty Dean's just been phenomenal, man. They've helped me out a great deal.
Oh man,
in terms of making sure you were okay.
Like that, the barbershop should be packed and full.
Oh, we gonna be packed tonight for sure. Oh, I have no doubt about it. We gonna be packed tonight, man. So you want to jump into deep water first, or you want to go? You want to walk in the pool a little bit?
This is your show, man. I'm coming in your barbershop. Make sure you fade it out on the side.
so we can work backwards a little bit, man.
Let me just say, you asked the question, you own the answer.
Okay. Oh, come on, man. Man, it's the Free Negro broadcast, man.
Then we good.
Yeah, we super good, man. Right. We super good, man. The NBA last week, Milwaukee Bucks says they responded to Mr. Blake being shot 7 times. They walked out of their game, and then less than 24 hours later, they agreed to play again. Tell me, what was your mindset when you heard that, working your way through them agreeing to play again?
I think one, they was kind of conflicted about what side they actually truly wanted to be on. Mm-hmm. And then, as we all know, man, they don't want no leaks in them bags, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they're not trying to miss a paycheck because they're not really sure about what this COVID-19 thing is going to do. Mm-hmm. This pandemic or this scamdemic. They don't know what this thing is going to do. Uh-huh. You understand what I'm saying? So they try not to miss a paycheck, but they trying to be in step, with the masses of our people. And that's very hard to do, trying to walk that tightrope. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of people trying to juggle that. You understand what I'm saying? Rather than them getting on a show like this or having access to a platform where they can talk to the people, they think the only thing that they have to do is hold up a sign, make a meme, or walk out on a half a game or something. It's like, we understand the solidarity, we understand the move that you made, but come on, bro, stick to it, man. You're going to put it out there like that, stick to it, rock it out for one game, and we say, okay, at least they did that. You understand what I'm saying? And then we can move forward.
I actually thought it was more of a postponement than a boycott. You know what I mean? I was elated. I came on this show fired up, man. Fired up. And then people in the chat were DMing me and stuff and emailing me, telling me that the Clippers and the Lakers said that they're not going to play. And then I woke up in the morning and was like, oh, we're playing. And then I did a little bit of research, and I realized, I was like, man, Nike is everywhere. I see Nike on these all Black Lives Matter t-shirts. Yeah. I see Colin Kaepernick got to deal with Nike. I see LeBron James got to deal with Nike. And I'm like, man, this Black Lives Matter movement has been bought and sold. You know what I mean?
Well, it started out being bought and sold. So if
Talk about that.
Right. So if we do the deeper research, George Soros and
Yes.
his endless bank account was in there funding the whole thing. And the history of these people, they fund both sides. You understand the Hegelian dialectic principle. Problem, reaction to the problem, then solution. All controlled by the same people every step of the way. It's called the Hegelian dialectic principle. And it's real, and it happens in war, politics, education, sports, right on across the board. The 9 areas of people activity that Dr. Frances Cresswell's laid out in her book, The ISIS Papers.
Mm-hmm.
Same tactic, man. Same tactic.
In boxing terms, that's Don King always says, I always walk out with the winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What should the NBA players should have done if LeBron said, you know what, I'm not calling Obama because Obama just said I'm gonna go play. What if LeBron James would have reached out to you and said, Professor Griff, what should we do as a league?
I think what they should do is call your mans in them. Jay-Z. Isn't he the one to seem like he's the go-to Negro now? You understand what I'm saying? Call Charles Barkley, Uncle Charles. You understand what I'm saying? Call some of these Negroes and say to them, listen, can we set up a meeting? We're gonna walk out on this game, but tomorrow, is it possible that we could set up a meeting for the other, 13, 14 teams that they don't walk out on their next game so we can sit and talk and we can make some progress and let people know that, listen, in our spare time, we're going to come to the hood and talk to young people. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Instead of calling the police, we're going to set up little community committees for you to call wherever we can have them. And before we're going to set up a 1-800 number, 1-800 help black. We're going to call that number. So if there's a disturbance, domestic violence, whatever, let's call that number first to see if we can kind of talk this situation down and talk it out before you have to call these other people that's going to come in with guns blazing. We could have did a lot of things. How about the educational component to try to repair some of these things, not only in sports, but all the other areas of people activity. So there's a lot of things that they can do.
Why are they so reluctant to?
They don't want to anger the slave master's children, man. You understand what I'm saying? They're already angry, but they don't want to anger them anymore to the point where, they're being looked at as being troublemakers on the plantation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we respect all of those that did speak up and speak out. You understand what I'm saying? And let me say this. Let me press the pause button and digress for a second. Sure. I think some of them well-to-do Negroes owe Colin Kaepernick an apology. Because before Colin Kaepernick was kneeling, what was the white boy that was kneeling, praying to Jesus and whatever the hell he was doing? What was his name?
I'm drawing a blank, but I know exactly what you're talking
about. What I'm talking about.
Yes.
And even when Colin Kaepernick decided to do it, it was a white boy that pulled him out of the locker room and suggested that he take a knee.
Yes.
And pray. That for the healing begins with this nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think for all of those that didn't support Colin Kaepernick and all of those that did, because there were some brothers that also went down with Colin Kaepernick when that happened, but they didn't get the millions or the notoriety.
Sure.
So I'm saying there's a few things that we could have done, and we have to now call those people back to the table. All the well-to-do Negroes that are on these alphabet boy stations, CNN, and all the ones that they call in to have these discussions about entertainers and sports players. Let's call them Negroes back in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think they'll lend us out their platform because our control, they monetize. Like our demise, our slave mindset, they monetize everything. Like Disney owns ESPN. They're in the Disney bubble. Nike. You know what I mean? Coca-Cola. You see all these commercials. I'm like, damn, these. And then I did some math today, Professor. If you watch a back-to-back NBA game, that's $1 billion liquid.
Wow.
It's $1 billion. You're literally watching the 10 guys, 12 guys, 24, 48. Let's see, 12, 24, 30, 48 guys. That's $1 billion in liquid cash. They can literally buy an election and buy a city and be their own bank.
Well, if they,
In 1 year. In 1 year.
if they can do that, imagine what the people can buy and do that's signing their paychecks.
Whew. You know what I mean? But that's where the one hand feeds the other. You know, they ask for tax breaks to build these arenas and tax breaks in terms of their taxable income, and they in turn get donations to their campaigns. You know, it's just so much that that we got to fight. And that notion is so true when they say this system isn't broken. You know, is your suggestion separation, or is it build from within?
Well, we do have to understand something. The saying is absolutely correct. The system is not broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not with segregation. That is old, outdated, and tired.
Mm-hmm.
Separation with reparation. That's my thing.
Reparations. Oh man, we about to have some fun. We're going up the phone lines in a little bit. I am 100% all in on reparations, Professor. And I say this, and I don't care who gives me the reparations. I don't care if it's the Democratic Party, the Libertarian Party, the Independent Party, the Democrat. I don't give a damn. Just give our people our reparations so we can make some sound financial decisions. And long term, yes. And what should we do in terms of advocating for reparations, and what should we do in November?
I think what we have to do, like I suggested a few minutes ago, we have to begin to have some internal discussions with one another. What does reparations look like? What does it sound like to us? And then we need to put those people in place that's going to be the spokespersons for us. And we need to shut some of these other Negroes down and just look, be quiet. Because you're really, truly not speaking for all of us. Reparations is a lot more than just getting a paycheck. We want a paycheck. We want the land.
Facts.
Okay. We want the repair of all of our people.
Yes.
All right. We want a separate territory that we can call our own.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We want those relationships that we would have had with our people that were left behind back on the continent. We want that restored. Now, there's about another 10 things on my list, but that's a short list. You understand what I'm saying? This whole idea of giving reparations back in terms of giving us a job or giving us education or giving us a car or giving us, no, stop that. Those are needy Negroes talking. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
No, we need to be repaired, man, from the trauma. So we're going to bring educated people to the table of accountability to have this discussion about reparations. Inside of the word reparations is R-E, meaning to bind back, to go back over, to do over. Inside of the word reparations is repair. You understand what I'm saying? We have to begin this process of repairing. Now, the repairing can take just as long as it took to get us in this condition. You follow what I'm saying?
I'm following.
You might not care who gives the money up and gives the land up, but I do. Everyone that participated in the slave trade on the continent and in America and in the Ma'afa, everything in between. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And then now everything in the diaspora, people are going to pay. If there were some African nations involved, then they step it up to the plate too.
Shout out to Wayhep 31. Says, yes, Fred, you got a legend, Professor Griff. Reparations.
Oh, give thanks.
Yeah. You that one, man. I was born in New York, man. I was born in I was 8 years old, man. So I was rocking with you, man.
Give thanks, good bro.
Yeah. So in terms of repairing, and you said you want to leave some Negroes behind. I'm very interested in terms of what Negroes would you like to leave behind?
All those Negroes that fell in love with their slave masters' children. We could leave them because obviously they don't want to be with us. They demonstrate that every single time they get on TV. All these Negroes talking about they don't want to be black. It's fashionable to be black now and wear the Black Lives Matter t-shirt and throw the wrong fist in the air. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, hell no, man. We don't want you coming with us. If you truly feel like you're not black, then fine. Everyone we see on YouTube claiming not to be black and all, we can leave y'all right here. and y'all can finish catching all this hell. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Plain and simple. So if y'all don't want to be with us, then fine. And y'all have clearly demonstrated that to us. We know who some of y'all Negroes are. So yeah, stay here with Becky ass and flat shit. That's cool. All
Becky,
in for us. Fuck.
Becky with the good hair. Like you mentioned, like Uncle Charles, Uncle Chuck.
Mhm.
Tell us some things that you may have seen in him and in other people that have separated us from the prize, and which is owning us. If we want to use the term owning,
It's quite obvious that every single time they want to display the idea of wanting to prove to the slave master their loyalty to the slave master's children. Anytime they get a chance, they ripping the damn whip out of the master's hand and lashing our backs. You understand what I'm saying? And I get sick and tired of that mindset that you always want to please your slave master's children, man. And it's sickening, to be honest with you. So much so to the point where, let me tell you the lamest thing I keep hearing is black on black crime.
Let's talk about it.
Kill black people. I said, well, wait a minute, man. Hold on. I got $100 left in my wallet. I'll give it to anybody that can prove to me that white people don't kill more white people than black people kill black people. White people kill more white people and have historically have killed more white people than black people kill black people. When you talk about white on white violence, let's look at the last two incidents that I've seen on the internet or on the evening news. There was a shooting in Kenosha, young 17-year-old with an AR-15. Then there was another shooting in Portland. See, that's white on white crime that nobody talks about. White people kill white people every single day, but it's not blown out of proportion and shoved down our throats. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's like you, good bro.
Yes.
You a wife beater, and a few people know that. That don't give me a reason to beat your wife. Not only a reason, that don't give me the go ahead and the green light to beat your wife if you beat her. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just because we have issues in the hood, like everyone else has issues in their community or hood or whatever they want to call it, we have the same kind of issues. So just because Chinese people kill one another, that don't give me the right to kill Chinese people and say I'm doing it because look at the Chinese on Chinese crime. Stop that. You understand what I'm saying? World War I and World War II is white on white crime.
Speak on it.
In major proportion. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, stop the foolishness. And you hear this from these Negroes. Oh, it's almost like they're reading from a script.
A script.
You understand what I'm saying? As soon as they break from the script, you know, here's the lashing. So the next time you see them, and it's sad, it's almost like you can see the MO.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't grasp the notion that it's a comparable analysis. You know what I mean? Like if why is black on black crime a parallel to police brutality?
It's not, but my thing is they have to justify killing us.
Justify.
So all we have to do is look at history. They've been killing us. Listen, when we didn't have access to one another to kill one another, they still killed us.
Facts.
Are you follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that makes it very, 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 very real, and it brings it right on home. So now the thing is, he had a weapon. Well, I can give you a history of people that never had weapons. There's a brother that was shot, that was killed in a police car. He was shot. He had handcuffs on, and his hands were behind his back. They said he shot himself in the head. So he shot himself in the head and then put the handcuffs on? It's like, come on, man. No.
Breonna Taylor.
Exactly.
You know, Jedi.
And I'm in my mind, and please, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. I am trying to figure out 3:30 in the morning, if you kicking my door in with a no-knock warrant, oh man, it's about to be on and popping, man. Somebody about to be on a milk carton. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I already know you about that life, and you in Georgia.
No, I'm sophisticatedly about that goddamn life. I'm gonna be about that goddamn life. You know
I already know, and you in
Andy. You're not coming up in here with no no-knock warrant. I'm sorry. We have to talk a different language.
Yeah.
We got to speak their language. So hell yeah, nah. So I don't even see how that even went down like that. But I did want to talk to the boyfriend because I'm like, bruh, you heard them kicking in your door. You woke up out of the dead of sleep bussing. How'd you do that, man? I need that training. I mean, what was going on in your life? We need to know that. We need that kind of training. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what they fear. Organized, intelligent, strong, courageous black men getting together that's not afraid of them.
Speaking of organized, well-trained men, what's your thoughts on the NFAC?
I'm in touch with the brothers.
Okay.
From the NFAC in a couple of different cities. And trying to give the brothers some very intricate advice from experience. We need to operate above ground and we need to operate underground. Sometimes we need to be seen and sometimes we just need to be quiet. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Sometimes
we need to show a force and sometimes we need to sit back and let things run its course. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need spokespersons that are articulate and getting people to understand what the agenda is.
Sure.
Now, what's the gentleman's name in Louisiana, the congressman that fired back. And he said, if y'all come to Louisiana, he gonna drop 10 of us.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I know exactly the moment. I saw it on my timeline.
Yeah, okay, we got you. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, some of us have been trained in their military, and I'm one of them. You understand what I'm saying? And some of us we don't have that kind of fear. Like our fathers had that fear. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be a time where we're going to have to negotiate some things. And that's a beautiful thing. Because, you see the brothers in FAC. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It has to put some kind of thing in your chest, man. Like, yeah.
It does.
You understand what I'm saying? And the 3 or 4 places that I seen where the brothers show up, I was there at one of the places, but I was way in the back with the binoculars or something. But yeah, behind those masks, you don't know who's who. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, yeah, them other people didn't even come out. We saw them looking out of their blinds, but they didn't come outside.
It's too many. It's too many.
You see 100 men, with all kind of stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, they're not to be messed with. Because once it's ignited, you're not gonna be able to stop us.
Facts. And you're well trained, like what to do and how to do it and when to do it, man.
Exactly.
Shout out to Jedi King Purr, says, give the man his flowers while he can smell. Can you smell them? The flowers you've been getting lately?
Oh yeah. I've been getting them, especially after that DL Hughley thing, man. I've been getting them.
Let's jump there. Let's jump there.
I've been getting them definitely, man.
DL Hughley, man. What do you say? No, the steak ain't worth the sizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go there, man. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. We got all night. Just tell me when you're ready to get out of here, because I not often do I get a chance to speak to a man like you. So I'm gonna hold you as long as you can. And just tell me I gotta go, okay? And we'll go from there.
Okay. Cool. So, I didn't realize. Wrong choice of words. I didn't foresee someone like DL Hughley, because they look down upon people like me while quietly studying the moves that we make, quietly admitting to their homegirl, their wife, their girlfriends, their homeboys, oh damn, man, Public Enemy, I was raised on that, man, and blah, 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 and quote the lyrics and all that kind of stuff. But yet you don't respect Professor Griff? How you think that thing popped off, man? If you took a microscope and put it over Public Enemy and looked down at Public Enemy right now, who the fuck is the militant radical one? Come on, talk to me.
No, the right one. The right one. You know what I'm saying?
So when I went to go do the thing with Nick Cannon, I got introduced to Nick a day or so before that. So I had an idea of what I was going to do. I was coming to sit in the audience for Wildin' Out and meet Nick, give him some dap, give him the all-important hip-hop hug, and that would have been that. He said, do you want to be in the documentary for Dr. Sebi?
Dr. Sebi.
I said, of course, man. I'll lend my efforts and my energy to that, man. Of course. What do you want to do? He says, like, Yo, let's do it in a few minutes. I'm like, yo, let's make it happen. So I think the next day we did it, and then I stayed over. He asked me, did I want to do Cannon's class? And I said, yes, sir. It's for you and you helping you get a grade and get your degree. Of course, I didn't know what Nick wanted to talk about. I'm 20 years his senior. I'm 60 years old, man. I think, bro, 39, 40.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. Get a reflection of you, good bro. But I'm saying he asked the questions. I'm just there to answer the questions. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that went down. Nick went through what he went through. I talked to Nick a few times. You understand? Me and Nick are still cool. We still tight. I didn't trash the brother. I didn't talk about the brother. I didn't clown him. I didn't, So I just said, nah, I'm going to leave that intact. You understand what I'm saying? Because the race is not to the swift. It's to that individual that can endure to the end. But this nigga, this Negro, D.L. Hughley, you get on a white Russian Jew's platform, and you got the nerve to devalue me in front of the whole entire world by saying, what do you expect when you have someone like Professor Griff on your show? I'm like, God damn, what the hell does that mean? Now, mind you, I'm the same individual, all right, that was willing to take bullets for Chuck and Flav because I had the S1Ws and we did the damn thing. We put fear in these crackers' hearts all throughout the country when Public Enemy was going down. Am I right or wrong? Speaking power.
Very right.
Nobody said a motherfucking word when we was doing our thing. We wish a motherfucker would. You know when your drunk ass uncle start pounding his fist, clapping his hand like, I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, you gotta lean a little bit though. You gotta lean a little with it though. You know what I mean? When uncle start leaning, you in trouble.
Anything then. So now he had the nerve to come out of his mouth like, what do you expect, man? He got kicked out of Public Enemy for being anti-Semitic. Black people don't even know what the fuck anti-Semitic is. What are you talking about? As a matter of fact, I took a $20 bill out of my pocket.
I saw that.
And I put it on the wall back here. I said, any of you Negroes want to come and prove any of this stuff incorrect, you can come get the $20 bill. Come on. I ain't heard from nobody. Nobody. Absolutely no one. Let me say that correctly. I didn't hear from anyone. No one stepped up to the plate to take the Professor Griff challenge and come get the $20. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So we have to understand the dynamic of what we're dealing with. If you are using terminology, DL, if you're using terminology that the vast majority of our people are unaware of, there's an educational component that needs to happen. First of all, I cannot be, as a black man, I cannot be anti-Semitic because black people, Professor Griff, you and us are the Semitic people.
Say it again. God damn.
I'm anti myself. We are the Semitic people. Nick said it. That's our birthright. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to understand what Nick was saying. I mean, what D.L. Hughley was saying. But he was there in the moment with the white boy sitting across from him. And I guess yet again, he has the savior complex and he has to please his slave master's children. You understand what I'm saying? Rather taking a deep breath and say, you know something, I really don't know about that situation and that subject. I really don't know Professor Griff. You understand what I'm saying? I know he's a part of Public Enemy and he did the damn thing, but that's really all I know about that, brother. Because that dude don't know me, man.
Yeah.
And he didn't expect me to say what I said, and I called the Negro out. But you know what I respect about D.L. Hughley? And I got to be very transparent and very honest with you. The brother had the balls enough to call me because I put my phone number out there.
I saw that.
I was like, oh, you want to talk? I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Give me a few minutes. Let me get home and drop the wife and kids off. So I went and I sat in a parking lot somewhere and I talked to him for about an hour. It was a pleasant, respectful conversation. You understand what I'm saying? And I said, man to man, bro, that really hurt me when I see another black man go on a platform like that and you devalue me like I don't mean anything to anybody, bro. I would never do that to you, DL. Regardless of what I thought about you, and I don't really know you, but I wouldn't do that. Now, there's a few things I could have talked about you, but I don't do that to people, bro. And I don't do this childish ass tit for tat thing, man. I said, that's really wrong, and you owe me an apology. I'm not asking you for one. But if it's in your heart and in your spirit, do that. But if it's not, that's cool too, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But in a minute, dude, Negroes like you are not going to be able to do that. I'm just letting you know. I asked for 1,000 strong soldiers. Shit, I got 300 people that call me and text me, man. So yeah, it was really, really a real conversation I had with the brother, and you know, that was it, man. And it was like, and I think I was so heated that night. I did my live. I was like, man, dude, you don't even understand, bro. You don't even understand the power of the thing that I put in place, helping to build an institution called Public Enemy. Putting money on brothers' books that got, 10, 15 years. Them brothers are out on the street now, bro. And they feel that they owe Griff. So if I gave the word, you dead ass. I'm going to leave that alone.
Shout out to Dream Cooking. Peace and salute the OG, Fred and the fam. How did he respond to you owe me an apology and you holding firm on your stance?
No, to be honest with you, he held firm on his. He was just basically like, that shit wasn't doing Nick Cannon no good. I said, bro, I don't really know Nick Cannon like that. I don't, and I didn't tell Nick what to say. You understand what I'm saying? I was following Nick's lead in the conversation like I am tonight with you.
Yeah, you damn sure was.
I was just quiet. I was humble. I'm in somebody else's living room, classroom. I'm showing respect. Yes, sir. I didn't speak out of turn. I was like, that's this brother's classroom, man.
Yeah, and you know what I took from that? You made a statement in that interview. And I kind of took it to heart. And when I rewatched it, I got real emotional about it. You said you're a real dangerous man. And it went over my head the first time I saw it, because I saw it in real time a while back. And then when this all went down, I says, I don't know who Nick Cannon is. You understand? Like he has the fame. Allegedly, he has the fortune, and he has the knowledge. There's two things about Nick Cannon that can possibly happen. He can promote us or kill Malcolm X. He can promote us or kill Martin Luther King. You understand? He has that type of power and that type of, and when I heard him say, I apologize. I mean, I'm not apologize. You can't fire a boss. They'll tell you on this show. I was so fucking inspired. You know how you so inspired that you'll cry from joy?
Yeah.
And I said, finally, we got a motherfucker. We got him. We got a strong nigga that's worth millions of dollars, and he works for them. He says, fuck him. And then I got and then Blue Blood texts me, and he says he fucking apologized.
Yeah.
And that shit, I says, he's the type of guy that'll go into the Autobahn with a 38, you know what I mean? With some extra bullets in his inside pocket, you know, and I know your stance on Nick, but he's a hard man for me to trust. You know what I mean? With that much info, I watched it, man. You know how many times I watched that shit trying not to believe it? It was nothing but the truth. I'm sitting there like, how the hell? Listen, for real. How the hell does a man out talk you with information in an interview? You get, no, I'm being real. I've been following you for 20 plus years, nigga, for real. Like, no nigga can out talk you in an interview. You know, and that bugged me to the core. Yeah. And so I can't say that he's an agent, but when the motherfucker wakes up the next day and donates money to Jews and brings on the Jews and he lies about Minister Farrakhan, I'm like, I want nothing. You know, it's so bad. I'm afraid for my son to even look at that. What's that? The Masked Singer and shit, which was their favorite song. Take it off. My son will never watch that shit again.
I mean, it's really, really, really ugly. But let me just say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
In Griff's spiritual defense, I'm giving Nick time and space and room to grow. We agreed in 2 phone conversations we had to meet face to face. I'm waiting on that meeting. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on that. Not that I'm going to explode if I don't have the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm waiting to have the meeting because anybody that know me will tell you I'm a up close, in your face kind of person. I gotta talk to you, man. I gotta see if you mean what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I asked them same people, if y'all want, they ain't call my ass to question me. They ain't call me to come sit down with no Jewish rabbi.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen. Which will be, probably one of the more influential pieces that could ever happen, because I don't think no one, especially at 60 years old, can push you off of your truth. You know what I mean?
That's not gonna happen.
No, and it won't happen then, and it ain't gonna happen now.
It didn't happen 30 years ago when they kicked me out of Public Enemy because the pressure was hitting them and their knees buckled. I said, my knees will never buckle, bro. I'll fuck what the rest of y'all gonna do. I'm not doing that, man. Not at all. And I called them Negroes into question. I'm like, yeah, come on, we ain't never gave no that kind of energy and respect for white boys like that. Man, the fuck out of here. I mean, listen, bro. I grew up in Roosevelt, Long Island, New York, 1 square mile. The last family that moved out of Roosevelt with white flight was Howard Stern's family.
Wow.
You know the white boy Howard Stern.
Oh, very much so.
Okay, they were the last family to move out. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't never had no relationship with white people like that, man. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just didn't have that kind of interaction with white people. Mm. So I don't have that kind of, some people may say call it compassion or whatever it is. I just don't have that in me for them. And simply because, I'm a studious individual. That's how come I got the name professor. I understand our history and know what they've done to us and continue to do. Right. The Democrats and the Republicans. I call them the Republicrats. They the same damn people, man.
Oh, you're reading the question now? Yeah,
they the same damn people.
Uh-huh.
They the same people.
Shout out to Way Help 31. I couldn't agree with you more. When was that interview done?
With you and Nick? Done, I believe, May of 2019. Nick held on to it for a year.
Damn, and Dream cooking in the Cash App too. God, my God.
A whole year. So that's the only thing that I had to sit with myself and think about. Why? And then why, during the time Minister Farrakhan is doing his thing, why release it now? I'm like, I wanted to ask him so bad, man, but I was talking to him and it sounded like them other people in the background. I was like, bro, we need to talk face to face, bro.
Yeah, and that's what disturbs me more, because I too woke up Saturday, although I fell asleep a couple of times, but I got through it. I went back and watched the 4-hour speech from Minister Farrakhan. And on social media, I saw Nick Cannon take a picture with Minister Farrakhan in a golf cart. And then that comes out.
Yeah.
I want to believe it was choreographed.
Someone called me on that and asked me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, listen, I don't know, because that is his IP. I mean, that's his intellectual property, bro. Like right now, when I get off this phone with you, this is yours.
Yes.
Because I agreed to do it.
Yes.
Right or wrong. Now, whether you block it, chop it up, put it out next year, do it. This is on you, bro.
No, it's coming out. Griff. It's out right now. We live, baby.
Okay, so I'm saying then, that's just the real.
Yeah.
So and then even a week or so after, I'm like, well, when is he gonna put this thing out? So I just basically I forgot about it. Me and Nick talked extensively about going to Africa and doing some other kind of work.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be an ongoing thing that we were going, and we was about to do some serious work. And he was playing that role of Harry Belafonte, like Harry Belafonte played the role in Dr. King's life and other people's lives behind the scenes, making some things happen. And he was making some things happen, man. Neither one of us expected that. Although I had a better insight because it happened to me 30 years ago. And literally, man, being shot at, house burned down, poisoned and kicked out of Public Enemy, I'm still here. And I want to let the motherfuckers know I'm still standing and I'm going to be here.
How proud are you of that? That some may say it's been attempts on your life, spiritually, physically, obviously being kicked out of Public Enemy financially, and you're still standing. What do you tell those men and women that say we tried but we failed?
Well, you know something, grown men, man, have came and hugged me and cried, man. Says, you know something?
I could see that.
They like, bruh, I admire you, man, because you ain't out ripping and running, acting crazy, doing foolish stuff, on drugs, drinking, trying to chase behind, Becky Assenflat and the rest of these. You not doing none of that. You still Public Enemy, man. Right. And I said, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say I'm proud of it. I would like to say the ancestors are speaking to me from within me. And I'm not trying to sound super deep, bro. Trust me, I'm not.
You got the right audience.
The only way that I could put that, man. The ancestors speak to me from within me. We are our ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I said it or put it in a meme, maybe people will understand it better. Or I wore the t-shirt or the bumper sticker, maybe people would understand. But if I said, I have the spirit, I channel the spirit of Yah Satiwa. I channel the spirit of the Mau Mau, the Zulu. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I channel the spirit of Fred Hampton Sr.
Say it again.
You understand what I'm saying? I channel Malcolm's spirit, and I'm here to demonstrate to these people. You understand what I'm saying? That I'm gonna check out here my own good time. Plain and simple. So don't think that they ain't tried, bro. They've tried. And I don't feel good about, within arm's reach. There's 3 or 4 firearms around me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in a basement fucking bunker. Don't nobody like living like that. You understand what I'm saying? I got brothers that I know that, either part of the militia or the FOI doing drive-bys past my house to check on me, man. Make sure I'm good. You understand what I'm saying? Who wants to live like that, bro? Don't nobody want to live like that. You understand what I'm saying? But I have to, because these people have tried to take my life before.
Yeah. Terrence Bailey said we need 500 more like you.
Terrence, we need like 2 times 500. I need 1,000 brothers, man. And I'll tell you one thing: the DLUs of the world will never in their fucking life utter another fucking word like that.
Well,
we'll checkmate that, bro.
I'm glad you said that, because at the beginning of this pandemic, epidemic, you call it plandemic,
or scamdemic, but go ahead.
Scamdemic. I reached out and wanted 100 men. See, I don't live in an open carry state. Although I have weapons, I don't live in an open carry state, so we can't like walk around the street with them and do what we do. But I think 100 men, if we had 100 men in these cities, strong, and that would be the term. Obviously, it could be more. I think we can do a lot, and and I'm on board. Like in terms of, I live in Los Angeles, so. If you have arms reach in Los Angeles, I'm so on board with that shit, man. And you know what I was thinking too when you was mentioning Fred Hampton and Malcolm X. I got Malcolm X pictures all in my. Malcolm X is like my super duper hero. I just interviewed Ilyasha last week.
Okay.
And how cool is that? That without a doubt, you would have been a part of Malcolm X and or Fred Hampton Sr.'s think tank. How cool is that?
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, you would have, dog.
You
would have known. Actually, I'm gonna go a step deeper. You and Malcolm, what Nick Cannon was pretending to be with you, that would have been you and Malcolm in real life, in real time. I think Nick Cannon's a fraud, but I'm just saying it for real, like. I think you and Malcolm would have been dangerous.
Well, let me just say this.
Yeah.
I can't let that, you shot that arrow out of that bow, and I can't let that go by me. I tried to snatch it.
Okay.
I don't think brother's a fraud.
Okay, sure, and that's fine.
The 2 days that I spent with him was very, very real, man. You understand what I'm saying? And for me to sit, and I'm being very real with you.
No, and you should.
Real man shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sit in and allow someone to say that on my watch and not speak up. Now, I'm not saying not to feel that way. I'm just saying I don't think he's a fraud because of my dealings with him. Now, I got punched around doing this whole thing. And I never really said anything about the brother. I've always said good words. You know what I'm saying? In his apology, he used my government name. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Bro could have warrants.
Oh, man.
Damn, bro, it ain't with that.
Niggas don't write letters like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Niggas don't write letters like that. Hey, Terrence Bailey said 3 days to the anniversary of Tupac. Speaking of real niggas, man, Nipsey Hussle. What's your take on Nipsey Hussle?
With all due respect to Nipsey and his family and those people that carry his spirit, I never knew anything about Nipsey Hussle. I don't listen to that music, so I'm far removed from that. I'm 60 years old. My children are gone. My granddaughter lives in New York, so I don't hear that music. So I'm kind of far removed. When that's like Nipsey Hussle, I'm like, I had no clue. I never heard one song, and I can't tell you one right now. So I really don't. And Mao Zedong said, "No investigation, no right to speak." So I'm gonna be quiet. I love what I heard about the brother in reference to what he was doing.
Sure.
I like the business model. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
What's your relationship with Public Enemy now?
It's funny that you should mention that.
I know the album is coming out. That's what I want to lead to. I mean,
it's funny that you should mention that because
I'm just gonna say this. I have YG, Black Thought, Nas, Beastie Boys. And I was like, is there? I even looked under my computer for your name. You know what I'm saying? But tell us about it. Go ahead. Feel free.
No, I mean, you already said, like, where's Griff? Where's the spirit of it all? Where's the militancy of it? Where's the radical element? Where's Griff? So I don't get a phone call. I don't get a text message. I don't get an email. Like, nah. So you do a bitch move, like put me in the video, and then you remake the video, re-edit it, and you edit me out. Is that somebody sending me a signal? Like, how would you take that? I'm just asking.
It's not a signal. It's an action. You know what I'm saying? Like, Batman put out signals. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So someone's speaking directly to me that you're not wanted.
Yes. And
okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it because this is the first time me saying it publicly. Because I've been feeling some things and I'm like, wow.
And you know the funny thing about it is, I would have think that because of see I'm a little kid. Intaking y'all, right? I'm 42. Right. So I'm a fresh kid, you know what I mean? Got my Jordans that I probably stole, you know what I mean? I got my oversized shirt on. Chuck D seems like a person that no matter what y'all go through, y'all would have each other's back. You like for real, like based off of, because I remember I loved y'all at 10 and 11. So my nostalgic memory will always go back to Griff and Chuck D and Black and hats. You know what I mean? Repping the red, black, and the green and yo crazy ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like strapped up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is that true? Is that false? Is there a conversation, dialogue?
No, that could be that's far as from the truth, man. It was, wow. Even back then, it wasn't like that.
That's amazing. I never would have thought that.
Chuck is just not a street dude like that. I'm more of a street dude. You understand what I'm saying? Chuck is the college dude that, they got straight A's. And I always joke with him about him wearing the tube socks that came up here with the colors on them and shit.
Yeah.
Tight ass shorts with the thick glasses. That's Chuck.
Like Shadows type of nigga, you know what I
mean? you said that. But I'm just saying, I'm saying, regardless, when we said we were going to do what we did, I did the damn thing. And I was the best at doing it. I was the minister of information. These are the S1Ws. I choreographed it. I was the road manager. I made it fucking happen. And no cracker nowhere said a fucking mumbling word. And we put it down. And this is how I get treated? Come on. Wait a minute now. It was only 2 weeks ago I did the Grammy speech for the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Congratulations.
So how was that happening? So these people over here are giving me the award and like, man, we loved you fucking guys and you're fucking great. Thanks for the music, blah, 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 and all the work you did after and blah, 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 blah. But these dudes don't even want me around. So I just want to ask. I just want to put it out there. What the fuck did I ever do? Yeah, did I steal money? Did I rape somebody? Did I take somebody's girl, fuck somebody's wife? What the fuck happened? I'm just asking. Like, yeah, am I too fucking radical? Am I public enemy with inside a public enemy? Like, what the fuck is it, man?
Yeah, I don't have an answer for you, but I intentionally put you getting that award on the flyer on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my way of giving you flowers. Like for real, I'm being dead ass. That was like my way, you know. But
I walked on the stage and got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as Public Enemy.
Well deserved.
Here we are, 2020. When we need each other the most, you get rid of Griff. Yo, it is mind-numbing, man. When my granddaughter got to call me, she called me Black Man. Black Man, how come you're not in the video anymore?
Sure.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Sure.
I go to see the video, and sure enough, they took me out of the video. I'm like, wow. Bro, I can't even answer that, man. You would think I would at least get a text message, a fucked up emoji, something. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, and when I look back, now I will say this. I can see it in Flavor Flav going in various different directions when I look back. You know, hindsight's always 20/20. I can't say I thought that at 11 and 12 and 13 years old. But as a grown man, I can see Flavor Flav being reared by whatever he needs. I don't know what that need is, but I can see him not. And obviously, when you look at Flavor Flav now, he doesn't look like the Public Enemy brand. And I'm saying it for me. When you look at Flavor Flav, are you disappointed in what he's become versus who he was when Fight the Power? 911 is a joke, you know, like my Uzi weighs a ton, you know, like.
No, Flavor's always been the same.
Really?
Flavor hasn't changed. Nah, yeah, I lived around the corner from Flavor Flav. It hasn't changed. It's just the same dude. We've had our ups and downs on a personal level, and I got love for Flavor. I just feel sorry for aspects of what Flavor could have got a hold of, and Flavor would have been a better Flavor. But the hatred is thick for Griff, man. And you talk about 3 or 4 people in the group that hate my guts, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I swear. And I'm not just saying this, man, just to be saying this. I'm not kicking up no dust, bro. I'm really humbling myself because I just don't know what the fuck it is. I really don't know. Do you know that when we first got together, it was only supposed to be for 2 years?
No, I didn't.
2 years. 2 albums, 2 years. We're going to shake the industry. We're going to get the fuck out. That was the plan. That was the plan, bro.
Then y'all inspired the hip hop generation, man. God, I remember walking down Lenox Avenue with your shit, nigga.
Oh, I hear you.
I swear to God, in some white threes, man. I swear I remember like it was yesterday, a New York summer with my red, black, and green. I got a medallion on now, but I ain't lying, dog. I swear. Like y'all was so impactful, man, to a kid like me.
So I put the time in, did what we did. And when I kind of laid it out, I didn't know those things were going to take place the way they took place. The time was up. And only thing that happened with the group was they got rid of me. Then Terminator X left. Bomb Squad kind of broke up, and then, yeah. So how's your relationship with Terminator X? Solid. Me and Terminator X did the history of hip hop together. And it was a beautiful thing because it was an educational thing that we were doing. We was going to go to different schools in different youth centers, and was going to educate young people about the history of hip hop from a revolutionary lens. He was going to play the songs. I was going to do the lecture and show the videos, and we was going to do an educational piece. Beautiful thing. Me and Terminator X are cool. I'm just still trying to grapple with this degree of hatred for me.
Is it degree of hatred, or is it protecting their pockets?
Probably a little bit of both, bro. To be honest with you, ain't no real money flowing through the industry right now. So, but you also have to understand something else. Everyone that came into Public Enemy came through Griff, except Flavor and Chuck.
Gotcha.
So Terminator X
makes sense.
DJ, but the original DJ was KG, and KG was my partner. So everyone else that you see there,
it all makes sense,
came through Griff. And Griff choreographed the shows, and Griff did this, and Griff was the manager, and Griff, you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, okay, that's why those early days were different than now.
Sure.
Those early days, we was on fire, man. And you have to,
that was wrong, though.
You understand what I'm saying? And that was because the spirit, I mean, Vlad said it on his show. He says, the energy of Public Enemy went like this when you left. It went down.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Heart and soul, man.
Yeah.
We can open up the phone lines, y'all. Feel free to call them. But when you call in with your on mute until I bring you in, because Griff gives elaborate answers, and I don't want your background stuff to disrupt. Black Messiah, man. What's your thoughts on J. Edgar Hoover and there will never be another Black Messiah?
Yes, there will be a Black Messiah. Who asked that question?
I'm asking. No, I'm asking.
You're asking.
Yes, I'm asking.
The Black Messiah. The Black Messiah is here. We just need to be reacquainted and reintroduced to who we are as a people. You understand what I'm saying? That Black Messiah is laying dormant in us, man. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, J. Edgar Hoover is a mindset now, bro. He was a physical person a minute ago, but he's a mindset now, man. And that mindset exists with these race warriors, man, that's shooting down our people, bro.
412, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Mark from Pittsburgh. Shalom, shalom.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Professor Griff, man. Good to hear from you, brother.
Oh, give thanks. Likewise. How you feel, man? You got that $3 you owe me?
Yeah. Oh, man. You know, I can't call it, man. I can't call it.
So what's happening?
Hey, I want to circle back briefly to Nick Cannon, if I may. When I heard about this whole debacle, right? I feel that Nick Cannon, and you know more than anybody what I'm about to say, if it's true or not, he wasn't properly educated on the subject of us. Nick Cannon, he said some things he just wasn't, because if he was, he would have brought receipts for what he was saying. Like if you talk to one of these brothers out here in the corner, which I know, the Hebrew brothers who be out there, if Nick Cannon would have been schooled by one of them, he wouldn't have had to apologize for shit. That's just like if me and you was talking. I'm going to bring receipts. I'm not just going to say something. I'm going to bring references. I'm going to cite references so that these fucking devils can't be like, oh, well, he don't know what he's talking about. They're going to have to deal with a whole new set of problems. Not that I slandered or I said conspiracy theories. It's going to be like, no, here's scientific proof. This scientific proof aligns with scripture, aligns with archaeology, aligns with this and that. That's the problem. Like if y'all guys would have spoke on that level of it, and maybe he would have brought that to the forefront, you wouldn't have had all of this. People trying to discount him and all this other shit. So, yeah, that's my point. You know, and then I watched the little thing with the rabbi. That rubbed me the wrong way. At the beginning of the video, you got the rabbi. He was leading the conversation, leading the apology. You know, see what I'm saying? He's like leading Nick's nose, directing him where to go with the damn apology. And then the last thing I want to say about Nick, and I'm sorry, but I feel like he's a bitch ass, because he's going to come out and say, people out here talking about I'm scared because I'm going to lose some money. And I ain't going to lose no money. Everybody on there knew he was fucking lying, that he was full of shit. Because that's the only reason why he did that. What other reason would a real black man have to come on there and lie and kowtow like that? Can you answer me that?
Well, my thing is to answer the first part of your statement. I don't really know Nick, so I can't answer that. It's not like I knew him and then he flipped. I don't know them. I didn't even know what he was going to talk about. So, my receipts are here. You understand what I'm saying? And here, I don't know why he led us down that path and that road to have that particular conversation. But if that's what he wanted to talk about, I'm sure somewhere in he had receipts. I'm not sure if he wanted to present them. It was a casual conversation between two black men like you would have in a barbershop. It wasn't a thing where we had to bring receipts. It was this is what it is. Now, when he had the conversation with the rabbi, I think that's when he should have brought the receipts.
No, I agree. It's just that my point was whenever he brought it out in the beginning, if he would have brought it out and presented it in such a way where he would have briefly cited some references or something like that, to where that any subsequent conversations had on the conversation could have been like, well, I did say this and I did say this and I cited this. Right. But see, they come at people who aren't well prepared. I'm not talking about you or anything like that. I'm talking about Nick.
Oh no, fuck that. They're not coming at my ass. They would bring it on.
People who are unprepared.
678-557-2919. That's my number. They can come.
Yeah, but you see my point. That's why they was able to get at him like that, because he don't know what the hell he's talking about. That's why he was not unprepared. When you're dealing with these devils, you got to play them on their level. And matter of fact, not even on their level. We got to be better just because of who we are. We got to become way better than them just because of who we are. So we got to be 7 times better.
Let me get to the next call.
I got you.
Okay, brother.
Appreciate you.
I really appreciate you. The production of
because I know a lot of people want to get in on hold. He said, "Were you there for America's Most Wanted?"
Federal 6. Yeah, I was there, but wasn't allowed to take part in any of that. Not at all. I don't know what it is about Professor Griff that they don't like. I just
Have you spoken to Ice Cube?
Oh yeah, I ran into Cube, man. Me and Cube cool. Just when I see him, Ice-T, Willie D, Dougie Fresh, we don't talk about that stuff, man. We just ran into Ed Lover the other day at the gun show.
Ed Lover.
We don't talk about that stuff, man. It's not like this is it's just kind of weird, man.
I had the pleasure to go by last time I was in New York. I had the pleasure to go by Fab Five Freddy's house. You know, he lives in Harlem, so I had to. I went by his house. Yeah. 469. What's up?
Peace. What up, Fred?
Hey, what's
Shout
up?
out to the professor. Peace. What up, Professor Griff?
What's good with you?
Nothing much. I just want to say, man, you've been an inspiration to me for years. I grew up in NOI, and that I've always appreciated the way that you represent. I met you once when you was in Dallas, because that's where I'm from, Dallas. I met you once. As a matter of fact, I met you a few days before the brother went out and done what he done. And they was trying to tie you into that. We was at I think the David Banner thing. I don't know if you remember that.
Bro, you can say it. Them fuckers are listening any old goddamn way. So we ain't gotta be fucking. We ain't gotta talking fucking code shit. You can say it. I met the brother. I took a picture with him. I'm just meeting him for the first time. We took a picture, had a brief conversation, and that was it. Next thing I see, this brother shooting and killing cops. And then the next time I see, they take a picture of him and me that we took together off his Facebook page, and they put that shit on CNN like I was down with him killing the cops. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So I'm out, and my phone is blowing up, man. And I'm like, why am I getting all these phone calls? So it's my daughter. I'm like, what's up? Daddy, did you see the news? I'm like, nah, why, what's up? I'm out looking at some property. What's going on? You're on the news, and they're saying that blah, 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 blah. I said, oh. I'm like, hey, Buster U-Bone. I'm going back by the house. Television stations already out there. Feds are already there. Police in front of my house. The whole bit, my ass just kept going. You understand what I'm saying? The Underground Railroad to Wilson, North Carolina. I don't know if y'all motherfuckers know where Wilson is, but it's shit in Wilson. I was in Wilson, North Carolina. I took a midnight flight, the last flight to Tulsa, Oklahoma, thinking that nobody will find my ass out here. The motherfuckers was waiting. They tracked me through my other cell phone.
Wow.
So I was at Black Wall Street, about to do a talk, whatever. They were there, bro. Questioning me about, did I know this dude? I'm like, nah, I don't know this dude, man.
But I just want to just say thank you for always being an inspiration, for teaching us as young FY how to stand up, how to carry ourselves, and how to walk and be men. I know that you probably catch a lot of heat, but just know you got brothers here supporting you, and we always gonna stand behind you. And thank you for your inspiration and your leadership. And keep it up, soldier.
Oh, give
one
thanks.
FY to another. And I just want to say peace. That's it. Shout out to the third shift. Thank you, Fred, for letting me get that off. It's an honor and respect, Professor.
Give thanks. Likewise, good brother.
Terrence Bailey says, "Can we hear your new release?"
Oh yeah, man! If you have it, I'm not. I got some stuff up on. There's a song called "Information" on YouTube. If you want to play that a little bit later on,
for sure, I'll look for it. Oh, they'll flag the video if we do that because you own the rights. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They'll flag the rights.
All right, I got you.
What's your relationship with the NOI and Minister Farrakhan?
I have a beautiful relationship because I think the younger FOI that are coming in really don't understand the history and the relationship. You understand what I'm saying? And plus, when them young guys be looking at me, man, they think I'm like their age. I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, I was in the first resurrection of the Nation of Islam when the messenger was with us. So I'm like, nah, bro, I've been around for a while, bro. Nah. But I don't take advantage of that, bro. There's no big I in little you. I'm the dude that will come in the lecture and they be like, nah, you need to come sit on stage. I'm like, nope. I'm right out here with the people, bro. I'm good. My ass would be the dude right in the middle, trying to get some elbow room with my notepad, taking notes. Cause I'm just not that dude. I never asked for that. Hip hop called me. I didn't call hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I came to hip hop with a whole different agenda, man. Well, I was DJ Griff at the time, well, prior to that, but anyway, but yeah, so my relationship is a solid relationship, but I think I'm tighter with brothers that have been through some shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
And them brothers that's way beyond selling final calls and bean pies. You understand what I'm saying? These brothers that's trying to do some other things, man. And there's different people that come to the nation for different reasons, man. I'm one of them brothers, man, that got that militant propensity in all of us. Mine was sparked at an early age, man.
Gotcha.
And it's hard to kind of, you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Gotcha. We got another call. Professor Griff, are you comfortable with people beaming in? Beaming in meaning that they'll be on screen with you and ask the question. Are you cool?
No, I don't mind as long as they got some fucking clothes.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Smoking weed. I'm straight.
636. What's up?
Oh yeah. What's up, Fred? How you doing, fam?
Good. So you. What's up, man? How you feel, man? I appreciate you. Hey,
you know how I feel. 55 sitting on
55 mil.
As we all feel.
Facts.
Salute to you, King.
Oh, give thanks, and I salute right back to you, good bro. What's good with you?
Yes, sir. Oh man, I'm good. You remember the Gus days, St. Louis downtown?
Oh hell yeah! Yeah,
that
man.
was my only time meeting you, because I never saw you out in New York. Have very few visits over on the East Coast.
Right.
Yeah. Old Gus passed away about 3 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that. I mean, he was up another complexion, but I think he was still down for the cause.
Yeah. I mean, we got to have allies, man. We got to know how to choose them, though. That's all.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And he always treated us good. But they done came over and took over down there, man. And it ain't even the same down there. But
okay.
There's no knock to you, Fred. But what I really feel what you were saying. We are all the messiahs. That's why I address all
Yeah,
my
sure.
kings and queens in this chat as kings and queens, especially when we operating on that higher frequency. We're always not going to agree with everything, and some things people say make one or another suspicious, because we got to get to grow and know. But I give everyone the benefit of the doubt until you prove otherwise and all that. So with all that being said, Professor Griff, because I know a lot of people want to call in. With all that's been going on, with the turmoil that's been going on, you know about it, been hearing about all that in the news. Just focusing on the police shootings real quick. And I'm kind of like scared to ask you the question because it might go real long, because you probably got a real in-depth response. But what will you say in the short version? What is the solution of ending this?
Ending the shootings of Black people by police?
Yes, sir.
Yes, there's some basic steps that we can take right now. Of course, the longer version would be us having to get together to form community policing. So just keep that concept in mind. There are organizations that are in place, whether they're religious, political, educational, or just straight up gangs or militia or whatever, or FOI or whatever. Those things exist in every city. I said about an hour ago, we could have had a 1-800 number set up. 1-800 help Black that we could call. So we ain't got to keep calling the police for them to come in and to deal with our affairs. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm about solutions and putting things in place, realistic things in place to offer as a solution. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The idea of defunding the police, if you're going to defund the police, because I'm sure there's been a few times where I needed to call the police on them. You understand what I'm saying? So defund the police, we got to replace that with something that's going to actually work. If there's a person with a mental issue, right? The police need to show up with the social worker that's equipped to handle those mental issues that we're calling the police for, right or wrong.
No, you're right, because I'll be confused about that. If you get a 5150 call, that's automatically it's a mental issue going on. So
Right.
like you say, why is there's no experts in mental, and mental health showing up on the scene to,
Right. That's what needs to happen. That these are solutions that I'm giving you, and they will work, and it's something that we can do tomorrow. Listen, COVID-19 hit, and it seemed like the government of the United States put $1 trillion together like that and started paying people $1,200. Why can't we do it, bro? We can do it. So we start tallying up the military-industrial complex, all right, reparations to Israel and other things. There's money there, bro. There's money there to do it. They just don't want to do it, and they're not going to do it. That's the short version.
Right. Well, I appreciate that. That was still a very, very well and respected response.
Oh, give thanks, good brother. Really appreciate you.
Hitting on all cylinders. And I believe the group, I know you know them better than you, but when I saw y'all together, it seemed harmony. It was good energy,
didn't it?
And I feel deep down, that is resonating somewhere. I'm not trying to change your mind. You know better than I do. But I mean, as everyone said, y'all impacted this whole nation and nations beyond this nation. It just started here,
Right.
But Africa, Egypt, Egypt and Africa same, but Europe, all over the globe, y'all made a definite impact.
Oh, give thanks.
Y'all will always be cherished for that. They can never take that away from you.
Oh, give thanks, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
And the last thing, somebody said, well, we need 100, Professor Griff. Somebody said we need 1,000. I put in the chat, we need like 999 million.
We be free.
I'm serious, man. If I had my own planet, you'll definitely be the gatekeeper.
Fear of a black planet. Oh, don't make me the gatekeeper. There's a lot of people that might not make it, bro.
Hey, and I'll be cool with that. You said it at first. They might. That means they're not fit to be there. That's not being
He about to
judgmental,
go get
just
something for you.
keeping it fair and square. It's a place for them somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But let me get up this line. Make sure it's enough women there to accommodate all 900 and stuff.
There's a lot of people that ain't gonna fucking make it, bro.
Oh man, Terrence Bailey said, "I appreciate you calling it." And by the way, yeah, all the time. Yeah, he a good brother, man. I started this barbershop mission, man. He sent me a barbershop chair, man.
Oh wow, okay.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Yeah. This is a real community we building over here, man. And whenever you feel like down on black love, black men loving you, holla at me. Okay. Come right on, and we gonna refuel you because I know what you go through. You know what I mean? And we'll do it like that. What's up, Aunt Fresh?
Yo, what's good with it, Fred? How you doing, Professor Griff? How you doing?
I'm maintaining good, bro. How you feel?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Feeling excellent. I wanted to ask you just two questions, man. The first question is, where do you get your strength from? Because a lot of brothers that have made it to your age, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people kind of, they kind of get a little soft. You understand what I'm saying? So what do you do to stay mentally on and off? Is it just in you and it ain't on you? Or is it just that you do so much reading on, spiritual and mental warfare? Because I know you're a well-read brother. And if you got any recommendations of books that our black brothers and black sisters can read to,
Yeah, hold on. Let me answer that.
The even kill that you have, that'd be awesome.
Let me answer that first part first. 3 things.
Okay.
A, I have a plant-based diet. Just plant-based, and I don't do any of the other stuff, bro. Secondly, and that should have been second. First, I'm centered and I'm grounded, man. You understand what I'm saying? No one's going to interrupt that connection I have with the Creator. Secondly, is the plant-based diet thing is that live it, not a diet. Live it is the third thing. Second thing is I'm married to a woman, man, that understands. You understand what I'm saying? I'm married to a woman that truly got my back. You follow what I'm saying? So, and I think that's very, very important. And then I'm grounded and centered spiritually. I put this book together as a rites of passage program for brothers that have sons, nephews, cousins, whatever. And it's very easy. It's an easy read. Every page is step by step on what we should be doing. You understand what I'm saying? So inside of the book, I teach brothers, young men, and their fathers, uncles, and cousins how to set up an ancestor altar. So I see and communicate with my ancestors every single day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm centered. I'm grounded. I got someone that got my back. I got some solid soldiers that roll with me. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, what more can I ask for, man? And just like Fred said, it's like, listen, whenever you need to come to see that the brotherly love, you understand what I'm saying? Come here. And I get that from brothers all around the country, man. And that's a beautiful thing. And we need that, man. We need that. So sometimes when you see me, now keep in mind, it took me a minute to get to this point because I kept a brown bag in my pocket, and that brown bag was symbolic of me not giving a fuck. And that was my thing. And elders had to say, you got to stop saying that, man. I was like, look, I give less than a rat's ass, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because, it's just some shit I just don't give a fuck about. It's like, it's going to be what it's going to be, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to just weed out those people that just can't handle my energy, man. Now, mind you, if I came in the room, you probably wouldn't even know I was there. But I have a spirit about me, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And
absolutely.
Those are the things, man. And just basically in a nutshell, those are the things.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to let you know too. The reason why I had asked that is because I just respect you know what I'm saying, your wisdom, but how you still keep your youthfulness about you when it comes down to being a warrior, being a general, being a commander. You don't look at age as getting worse. You look at age as getting better. Almost like that's the type of mentality I can tell you carry with yourself. And it's something to look forward to is basically what I'm trying to get at. Because I'm half your age, but I want to get there, and I want to be where you are one day. So that's really important, what you just expounded upon. My second question, man, is when there's guys that are at the top, quote unquote, the top or close to the top, like an Akon, how do we not know that an Akon is a plan for either the Chinese, or is he just really got this crazy plan of quote unquote helping Tekashi, and he claims it's going to help all people, especially black people? I want to hear, like, you may not know as much about it, or maybe you which how you do, but I just want to know your take on guys that are in the industry that are quote unquote A celebrities that are black, that say that they are for Black lives and they care about us and they care about black men, but then you got somebody over here like Tekashi 6ix9ine that, you know, says nigga 24/7, disrespects black women, black men, you know, just has no respect for our culture, for our, you know, the way we process information, and everything that he stands for in rap is for goofy clowns. You understand what I'm saying? So why would Akon associate himself with somebody like that? And B, why do you think he pushed back so hard on Mason? Mason is, you know, awesome with the work that he does for the black community. I just want to know what you have to think about that.
Well, the short answer to that particular question is a perplexed one, simply because, and I'm perplexed about it, and it's a complex answer simply because we have to hear these things from Akon. Akon have to be able to come and have a conversation here on the barbershop talk, here in anywhere on one of these platforms where we can actually hear from him. But we have to understand something, man. What sustains these people at the top? Who sustains these people at the top? Do they ever truly, really come and speak to us? You understand? And we need to keep that particular thing in mind. This is why for 17 years, I had the same phone number, and my phone number is out on the internet for anyone to call me. I'm accessible because I'm part of the people, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard to even get a chance to even really speak to these people in a real way. Only time we see them is we'll see a picture, we'll see some of the things they're doing, and we just have to kind of go along just to get along with other people and what they feel and think about these quote unquote celebrities. Someone called me a celebrity one time. I said, don't refer to me as that. I don't do that celebrity thing, man. I'm not caught up like them people are caught up. And we do have to understand something. I wrote a book called The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. It really wasn't for other people to understand what's going on in hip hop. It was really for these Negroes in hip hop to understand what's going on and what's happening to them, which they failed to understand. There's a certain mindset and a spirit that they take on when they think they've made it. You understand what I'm saying? You get a hit song, you snatch up a white woman, you get some chips in the bank, and God forbid if you get a fucking clothing line and a new haircut, all of a sudden you've made it. It's like, stop that, bro. There's a long, rich, beautiful legacy of black music, of people that quote unquote made it, and look what happened to them. There's a long history of people that didn't make it but gave us beautiful music. Let's look at what happened to them. All right, I am responsible for all of that, and I conduct myself in that way. You understand what I'm saying? I would have never expected Akon to say what he said about slavery. To align his energy with Tekashi 6ix9ine and do that. Come on, man. And then the My Son thing, I was like, come on, bro, don't do that. Don't do. But these people are really, truly somebody else other than what we think they are, bro. I'm just saying that because I had a bird's eye view up close, some of these people.
Wow. And just thank you for answering both of my questions in depth. I know there's other callers that want to call in. You know, keep that spirit of Ogun, because we need it. We need a spiritual leader like yourself in these hard, crazy ass times like this. So thank you again. And I wish you, you know, great health to you and your family.
Oh, give thanks. Really appreciate you, good bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Terrence Bailey said we need a 2020 green book that provides such cops' names with complaints in every state and every city we need to travel and buy property.
There's groups that are out there that are doing just that. They're collecting data on who these individuals are. You know what's the problem, Fred?
I'm listening.
Who do we give the data to? If it's not the NFAC, if it's not the FOI, if it's not.
I know one person we don't give it to is Nick Cannon. shit. You know what I mean? One more Champion Heart, I got you. Energy Code is my favorite workout album, man. Shout out to Jedi King.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks to Energy Code, man.
Yeah. I got you next, E.
It's the energy, man. Everybody got it in them. It's the energy. Yeah. We just need to activate it. That's it. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But it's the code that we have to activate it, but it's a code that we have to live by in order to activate the God in us. That's why I call it the energy code. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. We got
first song is baptized, man. We got to baptize the people in the music.
Facts.
The spirit of it all.
Imagine that. We got 323 on the line.
Man, what's up, Professor Griff? What's up, Fred?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man?
What's up?
Amazing show, man. Amazing show. My question is go back to your industry times. When you guys first started this thing and putting the music together, formulating the group, where were you guys and what was the reaction when you first started to gain radio play with the music? And then what changes did you see amongst the members in the group?
That's a $1 million question, man, for the future. It's like, first of all, it was very difficult because we were going against the grain musically, lyrically, energetically. We were going against the grain. We got called punks, suckers, all kind of shit. You remember, we took a sample from Molly Mall, or which was a DJ in New York. I forget his name. We sampled it and put it on one of our songs. No more music from the suckers. No more music from the suckers. That's what they were saying about us, calling us suckers.
Wow.
We came out with one song. We came out with Black Panther military uniforms on, carrying Uzis.
I remember that shit.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And we invoked fear in these Negroes, man. And they didn't know what to say because they never witnessed anything like that before. You understand what I'm saying? And it was challenging in the beginning. It was really challenging. But surprisingly enough, and I know you might not accept this part of the answer, Flavor was a saving grace, man. Because the people that we couldn't reach, they wanted to meet Flavor, be with Flavor. That Flavor was in them. So we got a chance to draw them in and teach them and educate them. And then we took that energy and went to the prisons. We went to the hood, drug traps, everywhere we can go, man, because we wasn't afraid and we did the damn thing.
Wow, that's great stuff right there. And so around the time, like when things start to change, like the fallout of the group, what was the cracking point even before the decision to be made? Was there a cracking point? Was there rift within the group? What went on during that time period? And when you were released from the group, what was your day going forward? What was the how did you react to hearing that news? And how did you go about rebuilding yourself and becoming who you are today? Well, you always been this way, but how did you kind of transcend your way, upward as far as where you're at?
I've been consistent, bro. This Professor Griff has been consistent throughout the whole thing. Now, I did want to put a couple of these motherfuckers in the grave, but I spared them. And I'm just being real with you. We had a straight up meeting at Minister Farrakhan's house in order to quell my fucking violent tendencies. Because I was like, these niggas are dead ass. Fuck them. You understand what I'm saying? For selling me out like that. That was my attitude. So we actually had to fly to Chicago and go sit with the minister. And the minister basically told me, just leave them alone, man. If Chuck's the leader, let him lead, man. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, he said a lot more than that, but that was that. I had fucking murder on my motherfucking mind. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me give you an analogy. We said we're going to rob a bank. For the feds that's listening, we ain't robbing no motherfucking bank. So get it right. And we're supposed to be in the bank. Bank closed at 3 o'clock. We're supposed to be in there at 2:58. My ass is in the motherfucking bank, ready with the motherfucking mask on, about to put that work in. And these motherfuckers like, yeah, we changed our mind. I'm like, huh? I'm already in this motherfucker, setting this shit off. And you mean to tell me? Nah, it's like, matter of fact, didn't even tell me. So it's like, it was really, really, really ugly, man. It was really, Really ugly. We said we was gonna be in the game for 2 years, shock the industry, and get out. I got left holding the bag, man, and then they kicked me out. And no one to this day can come get this $20 I got back here to tell me what this anti-Semitic stuff is. I'm like, wow. It's like, yeah, it was ugly, bro. It was really, really ugly. It would have been one of those really crazy kind of stories you hear on the news. You know, Professor Griff, like a rapper, whatever they was going to say, you know, shot about 9 people.
Anti-Semite, that's what they were.
Yeah, that's what they said, the anti. But quiet as it's kept, one of the Jewish dudes got arrested for shooting up Def Jam, thinking I was in the building. So it was crazy, bro. It was really, really, I mean, so crazy where I had to move. Really, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, this is good stuff, man. I'm glad, man. Salute to you, Fred. Always delivering some great shit, man. My final question is the future of Black progression, and what are your thoughts and ideals that you give the people on the thought of the development of future leaders within this country, as far as what's always related to us? But what are your ideals on that? I'm gonna fall back to the chat and listen into it.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Appreciate
Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. Other than the brothers getting shot down by police and the normal shit that go on, there's some of these people that I really feel we need to neutralize, man. And when I say neutralize, I don't mean eliminate. So I want the feds and the police that's listening to this shit, don't fuck my words up. All right? Like, for example, this Dizzy heifer, what's her name? Candace Owens?
Yes, Candace Owens.
We gotta neutralize that.
Mm-hmm.
These kind of nigresses, man. We gotta neutralize that. Who is the other chick that's touting the whole Republican Party thing?
She's in Atlanta.
She is?
Angela Stanton.
Yeah, oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, she's in Atlanta.
All right.
She's
Yeah.
in the hood.
That shit gotta get neutralized, bro. It really do. In order for us to make progress, we gotta get the Negroes and the Negresses out of the way. And please do not take this the wrong way, brothers. The nigga got to die. I'm sorry. The nigga in us got to die, and we gotta get reborn, man, into the proud Black men that we are, man. That nigga got to die.
What are Candace Owens and Angela Stanton doing in particular that holds us back?
I think what they're doing, they're giving our open enemy and our oppressor the ammunition to use against us, to keep us stuck in this rut that we're in on the political scene. Now, we don't understand and know politics the way we should. Politics is the science of governing people. If there's an educational component to the idea of politics, that we can go out and educate our people on what this political thing is about, all right? And then we give birth to those individuals that truly speak in our behalf up in that space that they in, then I wouldn't mind, because you know them other people are not going to give a Professor Griff that platform. All right? They're not going to give anyone that speaks in our behalf the kind of airtime that they give these particular individuals. You understand what I'm saying? But there need to be some brave ones of us that step up. Now listen, I don't mind you being in the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. That's cool if you want to do that. But we need to put the Black agenda before your party. The Revolutionary Party needs to come before the Democratic or the Republican Party, because everyone else does that. Right. They walk in the room, they're Italian first, they're Jewish first. Am I right or wrong?
Man, come on, you preaching to the choir, man. You preaching to the choir.
Cool. Then you know what I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
So they need to be neutralized.
SSC just said respect to you and your missus, man. And happy anniversary, man.
Me and Soleil makes 3 years, man, a couple of weeks ago.
I would have loved to have her on as a guest, man, if possible. That would be great.
Sleep.
No, not now. No, not now, but in the future. In the future.
Yeah, she has a lot to offer our sisters, man, in the way of pulling it back to the center and having us help the brothers heal, man.
Sure.
I had to get that balance, man. To be honest with you.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to get that balance, man.
What's up, E?
What's up? What's up,
Hey,
Fred? Professor Griff.
What's up, E? I see you got the same barber, man.
Good to you, brother.
Barber, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Man, I want to give you your flowers, like the brother said, while you're alive, so that you can smell your flowers. One of the things that drew me to Public Enemy was watching you and the SW1s in the back, man, just breaking it down like that. I was like, oh, I love that, man. I want to ask you, I know your training was military, but did you continue to train and evolve your martial arts after you came out of the military? And what styles did you train in?
Early on, the beautiful brother Erskine Matthews went among the different Asian groups, and he pulled together and put together a system, and he came to the hood and taught black people. Because when the Asians came to America, they didn't set up their schools in black neighborhoods. So Erskine Matthews, we call him MT, Master Teacher. He came and he taught us. So it was Japanese Kasugan along with some other stuff. But from that foundation, I studied Wushu. That's what you see on stage. You understand?
Okay. I figured that.
Right.
Yeah.
After that, I studied some Wing Chun, which I study now. And then some other stuff, Aikido, and a couple of other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm still training.
You still training? That's good. That's good.
I'm doing another kind of training that I need to do. You understand?
Right. I'm glad you're here in the barbershop, man. You dropping gems tonight. Everything you're saying is on point. And you're right. People like Candace Owens. A lot of people don't realize that when you study her talking points and break her stuff down, she's just talking out the top of her head, and her stuff is factual. And when you break her stuff down,
I was saying armpit or some other dark place she's speaking from, not the top of her head. It's somewhere.
Right.
But I'm saying, bro.
Right, but she's working. She's working. For she has a certain agenda. And that's what she's being paid for. That's why she does that.
Kamala Harris or Candace Owens?
Say it again.
Kamala Harris or Candace Owens?
Oh yeah, right. You spoke on Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, and man, I got that book, man.
Oh, okay.
And, man, she is on point. She is on point with a lot that she is saying. I credit a lot of the reading that I've been doing here within the past 3 years to the Hidden Colors documentaries. I agree with everything that Tariq said. I liked how he put those documentaries together, although it wasn't new information. It was just the way he put it together. But he put me up. He put me up on people like Francis Quest Welsing, Dr. Claude Anderson, Phil Valentine, Anthony Browder. He really put me up on a lot of cats, man. I began to study their literature.
We may think whatever we want to think about Tariq, but this is what I say about Tariq. Tariq was necessary to do just that. He was that pivotal kind of piece that was needed for a lot of people to get introduced to that body of work, and the brother did the damn thing.
Right. Most definitely. Well, I know other people want to call in, brother. Much respect to you.
Thanks, good bro. Really appreciate that. Big Lee.
What's your relationship now with Spike Lee?
Spook Lee? Who?
I don't know. I just called him Spike. You called him who?
Spook Lee, I don't know, man. That dude don't like me. None of them dudes like me like that, bro. You calling out people's names.
How the hell can Spike Lee not like you? And all
he got with Chuck, and they said them comments I made in 1989 came out the same time the movie was supposed to come out.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, and they had a decision to make, and they said trash Griff, man, and I was gone.
And you haven't spoken to him since?
I ran to Spike Lee a couple of times, and we're very cordial. And like I said before, bro, an hour ago, we don't talk about that stuff, man. It's a history, a part of history we went through, and I think I'm the only one to wear it because I'm the only one still getting threatened. Spike Lee don't sleep with a AR-15 next to his bedside. I do though, because I have to, because these people are threatening my life. So yeah, they don't have to. They don't have to live like I live, man. And isn't it crazy that I'm trying to find a way to put it because I don't want to see like I'm dry snitching. People can say what they say. They get a way in, they get a way out, and they seem like they get a pass with those other people. But Griff don't get that. You mean to tell me all that these other people have been saying about these people, that's not anti whatever, but Griff say it and it's like, wow, I want to know what that's about. I'm like, what did you do behind closed doors that you get the pass? Because what you said was detrimental, man, to their health.
Spike, I would envision Spike Lee would put on his producer cap and be like, man, I want to do like a documentary on the revitalization or the reconnecting of Public Enemy and actually talking about what happened in terms of the separation and how important do the right thing. Well, that's why I'm telling you, that whole shit is why I was wearing Jordans and shit. I'm telling you, dog, like that whole shit, that whole,
and it needs to be a movie, but I went through that period with Chuck and them also. I KG, the Wizard KG, I was working with him. He put me in touch with the people that really wanted to do it at Sony Pictures. I made the connection. I put Chuck together with the people. They said, whatever y'all want to do. Chuck didn't want to do it.
When was the last conversation with Chuck D and what was said?
You do not want to know that.
Oh, I do. I do.
Right before this COVID-19 thing hit in March, we had a hour and a half conversation.
So March of 2020.
Yeah, it was
February, March.
All of my conversations with men, I make sure I get off the phone smiling and cracking jokes. Because I don't want you to hate me like that, bro. But what I tend to do, and I think this is why I'm not liked by a lot of people, I tend to want to see the man and men be real men.
Speak on it.
You understand what I'm saying? And I think I kind of push and I try to pull that out because the divinity in me that I know is there, that I've activated, salutes the divinity in them, but I need them to see that. We better than that. We better than what you're saying and what you're doing, bro. You know you better than that. Come on, Chuck. And I'm, even sometimes on stage, you might see me, I might punch him in the chest. Come on, man, let's get this shit popping. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
we need that Public Enemy tour. We need it, dog.
We need a decent album. You're right. We need all that.
If y'all niggas can't get together, we can't get together in the streets. I mean, come on, let's be real niggas about this shit. You know what I mean? Like if y'all was y'all were gods, man.
Yo, tell them to give me a minute to get it together. I'll get it together. Shit, we be a
they gonna watch this shit. This shit gonna, man. These I'm gonna chop these videos up. They gonna do great numbers.
He got my personal number. He can call me and say, "Yo, let's get this shit popping." I'm like, "Let's make it happen. I got you. Let's go."
Yeah, you mentioned Kamala Harris. Who is she to you?
Kamala Harris. Oh, the chick that's married to the white dude that's trying to run for vice president?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. What could you possibly say, man? That's a whole different show, bro. Oh my God, yeah. There's some brothers I know still in jail behind that situation. Nah. No. Now, don't get me wrong. if I had to choose between Satan and the devil,
I'm choosing me.
Trump or Biden, yeah, I would just hold my damn vote.
Hey, that's what I'm voting for myself this election. You know, is just no way I can vote for a man that tells me I'm not black if I vote for him. And there's no way I can vote for a man that says when you arrest a black man, give him an extra nudge. You know, it's no way. Like, it's no man, no piece of man. Like you mentioned the man in me, no piece of man in me.
I think they're trying to install this chick into the black community. They're trying to give her credibility. They're trying to connect her to some. That's why they talking to Cardi B and the rest of these people, because they don't have no connection to the hood. I'm like, y'all need to stop that.
Man, dog, that shit was so offensive to me, dog. I held it in. The reason why I held it in and didn't do a video on it and didn't want a few thousand people to hear this shit, because I didn't want to come off as I'm disrespecting black women. And I know Cardi B is not black, but she appeals to the black woman in her way. But I was so intellectually offended when Joe Biden says, I'm about to get these niggas. I got Kamala Harris and I'm about to get these girls, and we don't need these fucking black men because these black men don't vote because they got felons, they in jail, and we gonna talk to this black woman. We gonna, not only are we gonna promote that WAP, but we gonna promote these dumb women to go out, not dumb women, but play upon the dumbness of our culture. And be this emotional connection between that song. And I was so intellectually insulted when a nigga did a sit down with Cardi B, dog.
They know exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They playing chess while we playing checkers, bro. They know what they're doing.
Facts.
They know exactly what they're doing. The brother said, can we hear Professor Griff elaborate on what he meant by the nigga has to die in us? The nigga has to die in us. That thing that white people made and put in us has to die. We have to get rid of it. Plain and simple. And I'm sure you know what that means, because all of us have some nigga moments.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so, yeah, that particular thing, that thing has to die, man.
How about Charlemagne? Because Joe Biden did an interview with Charlemagne as well.
I called his ass out also. I'm not going to sit back and watch Charlemagne the God, excuse me. Any of these people disrespect Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, our ancestors, and just sit there with white people and act like it's fun. No, it's not going to be fun. Not on my watch, bro. Not on my watch. People keep asking me, how come I never had you on the Breakfast Club? I'm like, nah, I'm too
We need that interview. We need that Zoom call.
Yeah, they not gonna have me on it. You know that, bro.
How about Sean King?
The flip-flopping Sean King? Wait, we talking about the same dude?
Yeah, I only know one.
I have some respect for this dude. Right, this brother is on it. And then when I seen him flip-flop with the Kamala Harris thing, I'm like, what is this dude doing, man? I'm like, oh, you's a Negro. You on the coon train, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that. And he was convincing, too. I'm like, damn, is this the same dude? Like that other dude you were talking about was rah, rah, rah. All lives matter. I was like, no, nigga. Black lives fucking matter. And ain't no motherfucking life gonna matter if black lives don't matter. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of here. Then he changes his tune. Black lives matter. Make up your mind, man. Black life is the life that gave life to every other life. We're the essence of it all. Everyone keeps their finger on black life. So all of a sudden now, you hearing people talk about Black Lives Matter. You come along, Joe Coonan ass talking about all lives matter. I'm like, man, you know what you sound like, bro? All lives been matter. It's the black life that don't matter to none of these lives. People don't respect black people. Plain and simple. Well, black people would get respect if black people respect one another. Black lives need to matter. When black lives matter to black people, that's when black lives matter. I said, you might have a point. But all lives should matter if black lives mattered first.
Who are you speaking of?
I think it was Chuck D or somebody that said this.
Yeah, Chuck D, man. Chuck D. Did Russell Simmons or Rick Rubin force Chuck D to kick you out of PE?
I think it was all of them. Leo Cohen, Russell Simmons. I don't think Rick Rubin had anything to do with it. And this is what I ran down to Minister Farrakhan. I had a list of these niggas that was about to get it.
Damn.
I called out Russell Simmons a few years ago, and then they came after him for these little rape charges and messing with little boys and shit. That bitch nigga.
He's hiding a lot under them sweaters, huh?
Yeah. Bill Stephanie, Harry Allen, Hank and Keith Shockley. Yeah. I had the list, bro. And the know-how and the wherewithal to carry it out. Their lives were saved by Minister Farrakhan.
Interesting.
Because I was not playing, man. You're not gonna destroy my life and I'm gonna sit back and take it, man. Nah. Because I'm gonna say it again, man. We grew up in Roosevelt, 1 square mile. Just never had no relationship with white people like that. So we was like, we just knew them as crackers. And we didn't separate Jews from the Italians, from the Irish. We don't. A cracker was a cracker to us. That's just real, bro. And yeah, that's the way we kind of dealt with things. And so, yeah. So if I was the Minister of Information and I was the spokesperson for the group, and I did 4,800 interviews, man. I do one interview. And because of that, I get all this hatred thrown my way and this treatment. Wow. I've been married for 3 years to a woman that I met in 1989. It'll take a lot for us to get a divorce. Something catastrophic has to happen because we just have that history with one another and we tight. You understand what I'm saying? For me to have grown up with these brothers, for me to talk about a cracker, and this is the reason why you throwing me out of it, yeah, there got to be something else, man. I don't know what the fuck that's about, man.
It goes against core principles because cracker is never supposed to penetrate, y'all. That should be like Teflon, like water on seal. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't even.
Because I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm like, we ain't never gave a fuck about. When did y'all start giving a fuck about these people? These people don't like us. So I guess so, man. I don't know. I didn't get the in-office memo though, bro.
Dame Dash? Any conversation with Dame Dash?
I try to reach out to Dame Dash because I think Dame Dash's spirit, my spirit aligned with his. And I tried to reach out to him so I could talk to him. But there were some people, and they was doing around that time where they put him in a position where he apologized. You understand what I'm saying? So I tried to reach out to him, but I couldn't get him. I wish I would have got a chance to speak with him.
Hopefully that can happen in the near future. Feel free to call in, DB.
I love that brother's spirit, man.
Yeah, he's strong, man. He's strong. He's definitely a strong brother. How about government agents? Oh no! Before we go to government agents, which will lead into the we got. Hey, what's up, Pastor? We call him Pastor Usher Deacon 305. Oh, he hung up. Oh man, what you doing hanging up, man? We doing overtime with Professor Griff and you hang up, man. Everyone got nicknames in this motherfucker, Professor Griff, man. We ain't nothing but a bunch of kings that hang out, man, between 9 and 11 our time, my time. You know what I mean? All over the world, man. You know what I mean? And we just have a great time doing it. Pastor Usher Deacon, call in one more time. I know he's a huge fan of you. He got to be one of the biggest fans ever. I'm glad we got this call in, man. What's up, man?
Too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. What's good, family?
Hey, he's a big time Democrat too. I just want you to know. Now, the reason why I said that because I need someone on my team every now and again. You know what I mean? What's up, man?
How you doing, brother, Professor?
I'm all right, man. I don't got a nickname or an extensive name like an extensive title like you do, but I got to earn mine. I got to come on here a couple of times so I can earn it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good though.
Yeah. I was watching your show one night when you was on live. I was trying to get through. There was so many people, and I couldn't get through. So thank God I'm able to
come on back through.
Say it again.
The 305 part of you could have came through the deacon and the other. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what happened, man. You didn't answer your call or something?
Hey, I got a question I want to ask you, man, that because I've been watching you for years, and I want to get a updated version about the rap police, man. It's because a lot of young people don't believe that the government actually have a task force for the rappers.
You're the hip hop cops, you mean?
Right.
Yeah. When they put that together and they wanted to focus in on quote unquote quelling the violence with among black youth, they put a task force together to do surveillance. And all of this came out in a book called hold on 1 second. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
How you feel, man? How's the family?
We're getting through it, man. We're getting through it. And, one thing about death, it seems to bring out the worst.
He's back. I didn't mean to cut you off in that mid-sentence.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I put it in this book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. The white boy actually made a DVD. And what he did was he actually sent letters out to the police departments. And he was asking them for the records of everyone that's a criminal, that's a rapper. And he actually got the file. And what he did was he took the file, duplicated it, and he sent it to the people. And then what he did was the people he didn't send it to, he went with a film crew, him and his mans and them, and they went to talk to these particular individuals, and they got them on film. And they got, they had their social security numbers, their children, their rap sheets they had. That's what it's called, rap sheets. It was a DVD that was out. Oh. And I kind of took that information and I put it in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop. So it's very real, man. But check this out. And I don't mean to be long-winded. What they were doing was they also had another unit, right, that was robbing the rappers. Committing crimes and blaming it on the rappers. And they got busted. So it was some dirty stuff going on, man. So then we start to hear about this one got murdered, that one got shot, this one got robbed, that one got shot at the video shoot, and this kind of thing. And it was these dirty hip-hop cops, man. Dirty ass hip-hop cops. So the thing is called, the DVD is called Rap Sheets. I think it's on YouTube right now.
Right.
Called Rap Sheets.
So is your book for that? Is it on your website? How can the people get that information from you out of course your book goes or whatever?
They go on my website, www.professorgriff.me. Just professorgriff.me, and the two books, part 1 and part 2, will come up. Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop and Symbology, which is part 2 to this book. Now, mind you, this book here, when they came after me, this was written, it was in my computer at home, and they burned my house down, so I lost it.
Wow.
So I had to do this all over again, man. 300 damn pages, bro. I did so much work, I ended up with 2 books. I did so much research.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, I thank you, man, and I don't want to be long-winded because again, we're at the end of the show, and I just want to send a few shout outs to brother DB, Champion Heart, Andrew Charles. I ain't gonna be long-winded, and I love my brother Fred. And salute to
hang up, nigga. Hang up. Hang up. I'm about to hang up.
All right. Yeah, salute, man.
Right. DB, call it so we can wrap up the show because I know, man, we can go on forever, man. But I'm open invitation. Please come back. Please. I mean, I need you to come back because I think because on so much on a smaller scale, and we missed your call. DB got to call it now. So much on a smaller scale, I get attacked, especially in boxing, because I tell the truth in boxing, what I mean, whether your name is Floyd Mayweather or no name Mayweather, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we could have talked about some of that. I'm a boxing fan.
Okay, oh, you're a boxing fan? Let's talk. Floyd Mayweather. As we waiting for DB to call in. Have you met Floyd Mayweather? You know Floyd Mayweather?
I met Floyd Mayweather, and I think I met him at a time where he was just kind of super happy and playful, and I met him in the lobby of a hotel. He's cool.
It's cool?
Yeah, he was cool. Yeah.
Okay,
I think Floyd Mayweather is like, boxing is his life. So when you go to ask him other stuff about other things, yeah, like with most of us, you go to reaching. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about Deontay Wilder?
Oh man. Whoo. Can I be very upfront and honest though, like and transparent?
I want you to be.
I love Deontay Wilder. I think what Deontay Wilder needs to kind of do, assistant trainers in the building. To get back to the basics, to develop, to put some more tools in his toolbox, in his arsenal. I can see Deontay Wilder with a wicked left uppercut and a wicked left hook to go along with that overhand right he got, and he's straight. You understand what I'm saying? And I saw Deontay Wilder with his homies one time on a clip. They were dancing. And that's the other thing he probably needs. He needs to dance. Get around the ring. Be ring savvy. Bring your intelligence in it. The bruteness is there, but he needs to bring the other element to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
I get it.
He's gonna come back and he's gonna do the damn thing, man. I see it in him, bro.
Yeah, we definitely. We got DB closes the show every night, and he's on the phone. DB, this you, right?
Yep, this me right here. Assalamu alaikum, King. What's up with you?
Wa alaikum salam, good brother. How you feel, man?
Oh man, feeling great. Okay.
Does that greeting come with a free bean pie or something, bro? Help me out, man. Just saying.
Yeah, I got you. It's funny that you said that because I actually wanted to talk about the plant-based lifestyle. Can you elaborate one more time on the significance of the plant-based lifestyle, how it makes you think, how it makes you feel now versus, how you were before when you were eating dead animals?
I think the beauty of a plant-based lifestyle right now is you put living foods in a living body. Now, let's not get it twisted. I got stuck in Helsinki on my way to Russia because them people wouldn't let me into Russia. All right, so I had to hang out in Helsinki and these other foreign places where I couldn't read the language or speak the language or read anything. So I'm just stuck. So I have to survive. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in those kind of situations, you just got to survive. But in everyday life where I get a chance to have a couple of dollars to go to the store and buy what I need or grow what I need, it's a plant-based lifestyle all day long. What I put in my body and what I put on my body. Everything is from the ground. Everything is from living foods. Everything is from living plants. Plants that we could communicate with. Plants that have melanin. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the plant-based diet. And there's foods out here. Now coming up, keep in mind, I'm 60 years old. A minute ago, there was no such thing as a vegan restaurant, bro. Help me out. Right or wrong?
Right.
So people wasn't talking about veganism and all this other stuff. Now there's restaurants out there, there's whole menus where you can pick from. Before you just had to wing it. All right. So I think the whole idea of leaving the dairy products alone, right? The whole idea of leaving meat alone. Anything that can look at you and speak back and damn near your own language and a couple other languages, leave it alone. You understand what I'm saying? It helps with clarity. You understand what I'm saying? I think when people looking at me, they say, the brother don't look 60, but shit, I don't act like I'm 60. My energy is not a 60-year-old energy. You understand what I'm saying? It's due to we have to stop saying diet. It's actually a live it because we're living it. We're not dying. Some other people have diets. You understand what I'm saying? But even with that, man, your skin is clear. You're thinking. You ain't spending 4 hours on the toilet with a damn magazine and the VCR and in the damn bathroom. You just don't have that kind of stuff going on, man, and I'm clear in my thinking, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All because of a plant-based life. Now, for example, real quick.
Yeah.
What did I eat today? I woke up this morning. I had a smoothie that my wife made. I think after that, as a matter of fact, she makes these kind of supplement kind of drinks because a lot of my meals, I drink a lot of my meals. And then my son-in-law, he cooked today, so he did everything raw. So we just had some kind of pita bread and we put the vegetables on. Yeah, it was a beautiful thing, man. And it's like I don't have that hunger for pizza and burgers and hot dogs and ribs and steak. I just don't have it anymore. I killed that desire.
Wow. How long has it been since you've been on this lifestyle?
Ooh, it was a gradual process. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to have access to certain nutrients. You have to have access to certain herbs. You have to have access, to certain foods. So it's been a slow, grinding kind of process. But I've been on it for a minute, man. And to be honest with you, when you don't have access to those thinking, those things, it's your thinking. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I follow you 100%. So it's more than just looking good and having good skin. It also helps with mental clarity and energy levels and things of that nature too. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, of course. And my thing is, when you speak to the plants speak back. I'm sure you've heard that before, though.
Oh, they talk.
Yes.
The auric field, it speaks. When people see me, like, oh man, you know something? I met that brother. But you know something? That brother had a good energy. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's the beauty of it all. You ever felt someone's energy, man, and you say, you know something up with this dude? I just can't quite put my finger on it.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? That's from digesting them dead animals, man. How they got slaughtered, who slaughtered them, how long did they suffer, how much blood of theirs you drinking, and all this other kind of stuff, man. It's like, yeah, you gotta get that up. For real. Now listen, let's say this one last point. In the history of my little 60 rotations around the sun and back, I've never seen so many brothers with big guts, man. And maybe that's a cute thing because women like to rub on, but I never seen so many brothers, man, with guts like that. I just said, come on, bro. And you notice a lot of us dying in our 40s? Who's the last 3 people we remember dying in their 40s? Who passed away the other day? Chad Boseman.
Yeah.
40-some years old, man. There's about 8 rappers that we can name. Heavy D and Phife Dawg and a few other people die all in their 40s. I'm like, what is this, man?
Yeah. True.
You read the scripture, we want to be 1,000 years old, man. Here we dying at 40? Wow. Nah, I want to hang around for a minute, man.
So I know earlier you talked about meeting up with Nick to possibly be in the Dr. Sabi documentary. Do you know anything about the release of that or the completion of the product or anything?
Not at all. I think he's preoccupied with the situation that he's in. And by right, he should take the time off to get it right. It's not right according to us. You understand what I'm saying? The documentary film still has to come through his hands.
Yeah.
So there's a lot at stake here. So yeah.
Okay. Two more quick things before we let you run out of here. There's a book called Message to the Black Man. What can you tell us about that book?
That was the book that actually opened up my mind to realize I'm just not, to be honest with you, I had that thing with me, like young black men. I thought I was going to die in my 20s, man, because part of me was reckless, man. You understand what I'm saying? I just didn't do negative shit, especially to our people. It opened my eyes up, man, and yeah, man, it was like I wanted to be the very embodiment, man, of that. So I went through the 5% nation of gods and earths as Rashim God Allah. You understand what I'm saying? Then I was in the Nation of Islam in the first resurrection, Brother Richard 3X. So I've been through that. I've been through the soldiering. I've been through that. I went to the military police. I ended up as a correctional specialist in the military. I learned how to use weapons. I've always been in martial arts. And then when I hit the street, I already had the knowledge of it. I think the creator was grooming me to do the thing doing Public Enemy. So by the time the Public Enemy thing popped off, shit, I was already ready trying to build the army. I needed S1W units everywhere in the country so we could set this shit off. But anyway.
So that's a must read for anybody in the chat who hasn't read that, right?
The book is called Get the Green, Black, and Red In.
Easy.
I had to pull it back because the Nick Cannon thing happened, and I needed to put that in the book. The book was already set and done. I was like, you understand what I'm saying? I said, no, let me pull it back and put this information in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my last question is, this may be long for you or it may be easy, but I want to speak about the messenger real fast. And what was his most touching or most profound message to you in your life?
Woo! When I heard, I think I read it, I'm not sure if I heard it. That Master Farad Muhammad came to America to teach us who we are, not who he is. And then I heard Minister Farrakhan say it again. And that kind of stuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? The messenger's life, period, being that bold to say what he was saying back then. I'm like, this man, you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, where can I get that fearlessness from? And people take that for granted. People weren't talking like that back then. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about the 30s, 40s? Calling white people devils to their face? Nah, come on, bro. Nah, man, where you get that from, Elisha? You understand what I'm saying? And I was just like, I wanted to be the very embodiment of that. Like, look, let me be that. Give me that kind of strength. I had a muscle of that. I'm good, man. So I borrowed from that energy and took that to the Public Enemy situation. And this is why you hear Farrakhan's a prophet and I think you want to listen to what he could say to you. What you ought to do is follow for now. Power. You know what I'm saying?
You still got the voice. hey, man.
That's why you're hearing that to this day. You understand? That's why you're hearing the other things, man. You want to be a S1, Griff will tell you when, and then you come again. You know what time it is. You understand what I'm saying? So
I'm glad we making you feel 21 again, dog.
Give thanks, man. That's that spirit, man. That's hearing. That's Elijah. That's Farrakhan. That's Malcolm. That's Khalid Muhammad. That's all the ministers coming up. That's we channeling that energy, bro. That's Ava Muhammad. That's Tamara Muhammad.
Sure.
Yeah, made me feel 21 again, and I'm only 22.
It's a beautiful thing, man. This is my legacy, man, and I can't let it go down without a fight, man. This is my legacy. Yeah. Right now, I'm sitting across from my Grammy is over here. My lifetime achievement award Grammy is there. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing is here, and I'm looking at, this is my legacy.
Oh man,
I gave birth to something that's called Public Enemy, and I'm seeing the babies just kind of like, nah, come on back in. You understand what I'm saying? Get some new let's make it happen.
Yeah. And we got a super chat from my brother SS Caesar with a $5 holler. He said, did you have a relationship with the Honorable Khalid Abdul Muhammad?
Oh, I had a relationship.
Yeah, I remember them days. Go ahead, tell the stories, man. I remember.
I had a beautiful relationship, man. They used to call me. They used to call Khalid the professor's professor because I learned so much from the brother and how the brother moves. What happened with me and Khalid, which is a long story, but I'll make it real short, really, really shorter than short. What happened with me and Khalid was the Farrakhan situation and Khalid. And just like what Fred said about Nick, that I couldn't let fly without saying something, I couldn't sit back and watch Khalid talk about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan without me saying something, and then that caused our friendship to kind of get rattled. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And but Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, you know, the reason why he was on the Public Enemy songs was because of Professor Griff. You understand? I was in that pivotal position as the road manager and managing the group on the road to have, you know, because I used to manage Queen Latifah also.
Oh wow!
I used to, you know.
How's your relationship with Queen Latifah?
Oh man, me and Dana, we was tight, man. We was cool. I mean, there's love there, man. There's history there. You understand what I'm saying? Me and Tretch are tight, man. We was cool. Every time I see Dougie Fresh, man, he kissed me on my face because we just have that kind of love and respect for one another, man. You understand what I'm saying? But it was a beautiful thing, man. And you know, and somebody told me today, says, look, man, give Chuck a call, man. Y'all too goddamn old for this shit. You understand what I'm saying? People are starving out in these streets, man, for something, you know, for some hope and some whatever, man. And y'all got to bring it. I'm like, man, all I think I can do is put it out there and call. Whether they call back, I don't know. But Khalid Abdul Muhammad, man, that brother will forever live, man, in here, for real.
Yeah, the way that Malcolm X is to Fred, that's what Khalid Abdul Muhammad is to me.
Really? We never had this conversation. We
Yeah,
never had. Oh wow, beautiful.
Man, for sure. I mean, I got a lot of love and respect for the minister. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Tony Muhammad is down here at the mosque or whatever. But like, there's a lot of brothers that I got respect for. But like Khalid Abdul Muhammad is like that's my ace. That's my G right there.
And that Terry Donahue interview
was the reason why I started carrying a 38 in my Bible, in my Quran, rather.
Yeah. Man, I know, man, we could keep going, man, because we're
gonna get him out of here. We're gonna get, but I got one more question though. I got one more question, and I promise this is my last question. I promise you.
It's not a boxing question because we're gonna get back to that a little bit.
I'm glad you're coming back.
No, seriously, man, we got to talk about Lomachenko because we're gonna.
Ooh, he fights October 17th. Ooh,
we got to talk about some things, but anyway,
yeah, we on that. What do you think? What do you think happened to Malcolm X, one, in terms of assassination and a disconnect between him and NOI? And two, what happens to us after death?
Well, let me ask the latter question.
Mm-hmm.
The earth accepts us or rejects us. We go back to the essence, but our spirit will live on. And this is the reason why we have to go back and do some of the things I suggested other brother do with what I put in my book, The Warrior's Tapestry. I set up an ancestors altar and I communicate with the ancestors every single day. So the spirit of those particular individuals will live in me, and hopefully you will see that. Hopefully you will see Khalid. Hopefully you heard Malcolm tonight. Hopefully you heard Winnie Mandela. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, and that's what happens. There's a different realm called the spirit realm. You understand what I'm saying? The ancestral realm, and we have to understand that and respect that. We are spirit beings having a human experience.
1,000%.
We have to know and understand it. Now, the first part of your question was what? Malcolm?
Yes, and what happened in the Autobahn that night in February '65?
I have a tendency to understand things the way Dick Gregory understood them. It was all a setup. It was all a setup to kill two birds with one stone. Take Malcolm out, neutralize that particular thing, and blame it on the Nation of Islam. And actually use some disgruntled brothers that had a hatred for Malcolm and use them to do it. And the documentary that came out showed and proved that that's what happened. They tracked the dude down to his doorstep.
Why did they kill him before he fucking did the interview, though? Isn't that amazing?
Ain't that something?
That don't happen by accident, though. I just
not by accident, right? So people can stop saying it was the Nation of Islam. Obviously, it was the United States government. So come on. Now listen, I'm gonna say this on the heels of that. If something ever happened to Professor Griff, don't go off on no crazy, wild conspiracy theories. You understand what I'm saying? I've left letters with certain people and other things, so it's easy to figure out. It's not going to be hard. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going out without a fight. Is the brother still on the line?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm right here, brother.
No, bro, we're not allowed as Muslims, FOI, to keep weapons in our homes to carry weapons, whatever. That's just something I just got to discuss with the minister. I'm sorry. We just got to have that discussion when I get a chance to see him. But right now I'm in dire straits, and I see the black van sitting on the corner every other night.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? And because I'm not stupid. So and I understand that dynamic, and I understand the reason why. But I'm responsible for protecting my life and my family's life. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just a real dynamic, man. And I think some aspects of what Malcolm went through, we probably all went through in the nation. Aspects of what Malcolm went through, I voiced that on here tonight. I'm asking Fred, why do these brothers in the group hate me? Why did they take me off out of the video? Why they didn't let me do anything on the album that's coming out?
Sure.
It's like, where's this hatred coming from? And I think this is what Malcolm was feeling. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do lectures and all that kind of stuff talking about Chuck and Flav and all that kind of stuff. That's just unnecessary. It's childish to me, man. You understand what I'm saying? If I never do another song or perform another day, I'm still going to be Public Enemy. I'm still going to be Griff, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, indeed.
Salute to Dre's finest. And before you go, we're going to give you a last speech. Rob says 60 is the new 20, dog.
Oh, give thanks, man. Because I got my Terrence Crawford on, my Errol Spence on. You understand?
Oh, man. You said Terrence Crawford. This like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We got hip hop meeting. Rob double backs hip hop meeting of 1991.
Higher Infinite Power meeting of 1991. Where was that at? Because you kind of figure at that 91 mark right there. I was out. They was trying to take my life. I was poisoned. You understand what I'm saying? I had to leave out of the country, man, and kind of reorganize some things in reference to stay on the planet, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. You view life different when you're on your deathbed.
Wow.
When you pissing blood every damn day and spitting up. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you view life a totally different way, bro. Trust me, you do. And that's real, man, for real. And that's what a lot of people, they're not looking at it. They're like, So, and listen, if I just dropped an album, The Energy Code, and Public Enemy came out with some songs and done a couple of projects, whatever, it's like, do Griff got anything, brother asked me, do Griff got anything musically to contribute to Public Enemy in 2020? Go listen to The Energy Code and you tell me. My phone number is 678-557-2919. It's on YouTube. How aware are you of what Ice Cube is doing with the contract with Black America that he's having drafted? And do you have any thoughts on it, King? I'm really not. I know about what Ice Cube is doing. I haven't had a chance to get it in my hand to kind of go over it and piece it apart. To even speak on it, man. Like I said, Tongue said no investigation, no right to speak.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm, if Ice Cube send me a text message or email say, yo, Griff, I want you to check this out because I need your energy.
Yeah.
Then I'd be glad to, but they don't call Griff.
Well, man, we getting you out of here, man, because this shit gonna go on and on and on and on, and Erykah Badu ain't showing up. So,
man, thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
man.
you for coming on. And
so much. I'm sorry for it. I was saying there's so much in the chat of people asking questions. So you have to come back. You got to make us a promise that you're gonna come back into the shop, man. And the next time we're gonna give you a 1% discount on your fade. So
1%. They go. He's a 99%er now.
The more you come back, the bigger the discounts will be.
Yeah, the more you come back, the bigger the discount.
All right, cool, man. All right, I might go back to Jerry Curl, man. All right, good, bro.
And again, thank you to Terrence Bailey and Patty Dean. Patty Dean's gonna call you after the show. Okay. And she should be calling you any minute. And just thank you, man. And I humbly say thank you, man. I was rocking my Jordan 3s, man. Man, you have no idea, dog. Man, you have no idea. And I know I speak for millions. I said millions. I know I speak for millions. You understand? Yeah. Just phenomenal. It was just a phenomenal movement, dog. Proud to be black, man. Proud to be black.
Yeah. We thank you. I'm sorry.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm just amped up, man. So
Yeah, me too.
But just let the people know, man, I'm not. People don't serve.
What did he?
I'm here to serve the people, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And that's been my life, man, in servitude and service of our people to elevate our people's consciousness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the level of gods and goddesses, man. That's where I want to see us, man, for real.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna beam you out now, and thank you, man. Good night, good morning, and can't wait to have you back.
Yeah, my wife gonna call you because she gonna try to figure out why you said an hour and I'm on here for 2.5 hours. So late,
the one thing she could assure is
my wife is black belt, so you better be ready for that.
I would love to interview her, man. I'm a fan of hers as well. You know,
bro. All right, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, King.
Appreciate you. Peace.
All right, what?
All right, peace.
Yeah. How was that, DB?
Damn. You know what? I'm actually glad you cut me off when I was talking because I still had so much shit that I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to thank him, and I still say it here on the show. While so when he plays it back, he can hear it. But you know, I was thinking about some things that describes our generals. You understand? So I don't necessarily want to say leaders, but because you know how things happen. But the people that we can admire, either if it's at a distance or up close, but for their generalship and appreciate him for his service. And he just said it, his consciousness, for his self-esteem and the esteem in the people, his fervor and his zeal. And, man, he keeps expressing those things and being as candid as he is. He's 60 years old, so he knows how to express himself properly. But, man, those are things that's going to take him, decades and decades and decades and to being on this earth to be able to deliver the message verbally, but also if he's here in the flesh, that means he'll rub shoulders with more people and people will get a chance to have that energy rubbed off on them. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I was glad that he was on here, man. So Reggie, we couldn't extend the show, but man, I think we had a good time. Hustler Slim said, great show. Yeah, absolutely,
it was awesome.
Brother.
And just so you know, when I do interviews like this, I know they're gonna do great numbers. I always wear the stuff that when people support me, man. Black Future Vintage, Patty, Champ Side. We got wireless headsets. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna do that. As best I can, especially if it's clean. I can't promise you it's gonna be clean, but if it's clean, I'll rock your stuff, man. So feel free to contact me, man, and that way you can repost it and say my stuff was on Professor Griff and all that. And but I just want to say thank y'all, man. This was a fucking hell of an interview, dog. We got through a lot of information, and I still had 2 pages of notes left. So yeah,
me too. I still got a whole page right here.
I know where you was trying to lead him with that book question. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I know. I know that was a leading question. I know. I just sat back and enjoyed it.
I got about 6 more book questions.
Oh,
man.
man.
We come from the same cloth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a part of the nation. So am I. You know what I'm saying? He's a Leo. His birthday is on August 2. Shout out to all the Leos in here. So am I. And we have a love for our people. The same way. So his is on a larger scale. Mine is just here in a small barbershop. At a gym and at a community center. But man, we got that same spirit, man. So yeah, I definitely, what they say, kindred spirits. There you go.
Kindred spirits.
Yeah. Blue Blood is still in the house right now, and he said thanks for the show.
All the time. I shouted Blue Blood out. The show. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I'm glad y'all called in, man. Thank you guys for calling in and making the show what it is and what it does and what it will be, man. It's gonna be a timeless piece of art. So 75 years from now, people will be watching this interview. So just so you know, you guys were a part of it. So yeah, that's what we're doing, creating Black history on the show. What's up?
Brother Hunter said excellent show. So
yeah, thank you guys. You guys made it a great show for sure, because we all were in anticipation. Like he should be celebrated. We gotta get Chuck D on the show. We gotta hold Chuck D hands to the fire. Just call a spade, nigga. How the fuck you expect us to fight white supremacy and you can't sit down with your brother and do like a P Diddy. What's the name of P Diddy's company? They did that tour. Grand was it? I actually went to the concert. What's it called? Bad Boy Tour. Nigga, come on, man. We can't get no Public Enemy tour in these major cities, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna reach out to Chuck D. I'm gonna reach out. Maybe I can get a hold of him. Y'all feel we got to get Chuck D on the show. Hit his DM, hit his comment section, tag me, do what you got to do, because it's important that we see public resolve, right? It's very, very important, because it leads to higher self. It leads to like higher vibrations, higher frequencies. And I don't care what nobody say. You know, Spike Lee needs to produce something on Public Enemy, and I don't care what nobody says. You know, it's just that. You know what I mean? It ain't drama. I'm not talking about drama. I'm not even thinking about drama, Reg. I'm just talking about like reality. Like how the hell can Public Enemy not be together in 2020? And we need that. Think about that. You know?
Yeah.
Like we need Public Enemy right now. We need NWA right now. We need NWA right now.
Yeah, in terms of the Chuck D thing, I think that it would take a conversation offline.
Yeah, sure. But that public love would be like, hey, Chuck D, dog, like this is real. Like the next Jacob Blake won't happen because 10 black men is going to intervene. That's the type of energy that Public Enemy gave us. You understand? I caught the tail end of NWA. Well, I wasn't really into NWA until I became later, because I was more of a Public Enemy type of guy. You know what I mean? Because I'm from New York. So, it's important. Imagine going to a concert in September. You go to Ice-T concert, you know what he said about the police. Then you go to NWA, you know what they said about the police. And then you go to a Public Enemy concert, you know what they said about the police. You know what I mean? So that energy, that consistent energy needs to be the theme, you know, in us, you know, and that's where I'm coming from, you know. So make sure y'all tag Flavor Flav, Chuck D, and all them son of a guns, you know what I mean? Maybe Spike Lee will come on the show, you know. Maybe Spike Lee will come on, you know. I used to have a line to Spike Lee. I don't know if I have it. It's my old phone, you know. So,
yeah, you had a line on him, and I remembered a lot of lines in his movies.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a great, man. My run is gonna feel. Even though I ran. You know what? I ran this morning because I knew what this interview was gonna do for me, and I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna just run again because I'm full of energy." And I'm gonna be up to 2:30 anyway, so I might as well just be some type of productive. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, your mom didn't let you play that shit, Red. So yeah, it was pretty amazing. So
yeah, my mom didn't know what the hell they were saying, so I got away from listening to some of the shit.
I was a latchkey kid. My mom worked nights at Kites and shit on 92nd in Vermont. You know what I mean? So it was me and my sister and shit. So I got away with a whole bunch of shit. So.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She heard people talking about it, and that it was a lot of profanity and stuff. But she didn't understand what the hell they was talking about with the curse and the slang. You know what I mean? And the tonality and like all of that. She didn't know what the fuck it was, but she heard like cousins and aunts and other people saying it was bad, so she didn't want to have it played because of that. But shit, you know, we had headphones.
Right. I remember playing Nancy Reagan Came to My House and Gave Me a Blowjob. I don't want to sing the rest with you on the phone, but you get it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You took, man, listen. You know, it's funny that you say that. I was hanging out with my nephew, 2 cousins, and like 3. It was like 5 or 6 of us. And as a matter of fact, you remember that day when I was in the background. I had all my people.
You were busy. It was busy in the background. Yeah.
Yeah. And they kept talking and they kept saying pause. And I'm like, y'all sound gay as fuck saying pause. Like, I don't even think like no punk. So I don't never say pause or nothing. That shit don't even
I hate saying that though. I hate saying pause. I don't like it at all.
Stop saying that. Stop saying pause and Gucci, and that'll change all that. If I stand across from a dude I don't know and he say something, he say pause, I swear I might take off on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be saying that shit, because I don't think like no fucking punk at all.
Yeah.
That should even get me fired up when motherfuckers say that.
Yeah.
Oh, such and such, you know, oh, yeah, I'm finna eat this, such and such. Pause. All right, you keep pausing in, motherfucker.
Yeah, facts.
Weak ass, weird shit. Anyway.
We did the damn thing. And it was a great show. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate you, DB, as always. We'll be back Sunday. We're gonna have a hot show Sunday. It's just us in the barbershop, but I know there's some boxing and another judge, George Floyd. I haven't watched the video. I'm not gonna watch the video, but I felt the energy from Trill Boxing Talk this morning. So I definitely want to talk about that. You know what I mean? And we could talk some box because they got some fights this weekend too. So we'll do that. This is our Friday. And we'll be back Sunday night. This is Thursday, right? Yeah. So Friday, Saturday, you know, we gonna rock out.
We're gonna rock out. Pause. See that type of weird ass shit. I was dialing on my cell phone and I had to use my finger to dial. Pause. Shut the fuck up, man. Oh man. Weird ass shit. Look, my boy SSC just said East Coast shit on the set.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So shit, don't come. Today is Friday. Today is our Friday. Do not come knocking on the barbershop door looking for no bowl cut tomorrow. Nobody will be in the shop. The doors will be closed. The lights may be on because somebody's in here doing a deep cleaning. But do not think that you're going to get a cut tomorrow. It's not going down. We see everybody on Sunday. Until then, Cash G, my Cuzzo, Ramsey Suitin III, The Messenger 215, Dave Jack, Dre Finest, Rob G Film, JJ, South Central in the building, SS Caesar, Box Fans, my boy, what's cracking? CPT, G5 Gauge, Gabe, H-Con, who else? Patty Dean, the LA Queen, Hustler Slim. He said cuss words. Yeah, that too short, man. Nancy Reagan came to my house and took out her false teeth, and it was the best dome I ever had. The Sweet Science Examiner, what's up with you, baby? Pause. Champion Hart, I called him Champion. Pause. See? Terrence Bailey Sr. Terrence, man, we appreciate you, man. You've been coming through, like I said before. You was the player of the month last month, and so far you're the player of the month this month too, man. So you working on an MVP trophy. The Queen Unique Dawn in here.
Unique Dawn was active in the chat tonight, wasn't she?
Yeah. She, man, when it's certain stuff like this.
Yeah, I know. She a music freak. I already know. Pause. Yeah. Hey, we gotta have a pause show one night. We just gonna say pause for them just to get rid of that shit. You know what I mean? Get all your
next thing I motherfucker say pause, I'm gonna just say fast forward.
Oh God. Yeah.
Philip H, Reggie Owens, and everybody. Reggie Owens is going live after this.
Oh, he is. Yeah, let's check. I'll be listening on my run for sure. I won't be able to comment, but I'll listen on my run. That nigga did a 2-hour show the other night.
Yeah, Reggie.
I was like, God damn, Reg. I ain't gonna lie. I caught the first hour and shit, and then I kind of dozed off and woke back up and shit. I was like, this nigga, because I had to catch the second half in the morning. You know what I mean? When I get the kids ready, I'm like, this nigga did 2 hours.
Yeah,
this nigga don't sleep. This nigga don't sleep.
I go do business and come back an hour and a half later.
Oh, an hour and a half later. This nigga full of shit. Hour and a half later. Nigga,
oh, no, I'm not saying I'm doing business the whole hour and a half. I'm saying, I got to clean my body, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. But
pause.
Yeah, Dixon, man, we forgot to give you some love too. And Fresh, always with great calls and everything.
Yeah, great call tonight.
Good. Not Israel, Dave Jack and some more of the family in here, man. But it was a great show, man. I feel good. Fred feel good. About to get the run on.
Yeah,
everybody, we see y'all right down the street at the Owens' Den. H Money just came in. What's up with H Money? Other than that, man, let's get up out of here. Fred, play the song, Fred.
Millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team,
come this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigate the path.
Hey, and I give you guys a tip too. When you guys call in, because I know when you call in, y'all be wanting to record it. When you call in, just write the time that you called in on the phone. I mean, and then you can just go straight to that point. You ain't got to look for it when you screen record it on your iPhone and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's so. Don't forget to do that.
Yeah. People Fernandez, 5 Mike, where you at?
We got it. There it is. Oh, where Pete Fernandez? That was DB. There he is. He in the building.
Cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do.
Things we gotta do. Oh, hey. You remember Roxy, the beautiful woman from Africa, that came on? Appreciate you, Cham Side. She's on the 4th season of Black Love with her husband, and that airs Saturday. So season 4. So feel free to check that out. So they're growing, and what else? Oh, and Brian Custer's show is on TV. His podcast is on TV. So make sure y'all go check that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Make sure y'all go check that shit out too. I forget the channel, but I'll have that more for y'all on Sunday. But yeah, people are growing, man. Keep betting on yourself, man. Keep betting on yourself, Rob.
Rob G.
It's my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASIC. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a break, no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it too slow. Cause the devil is a lie. Tell you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Get your old ass out of here, nigga. Yeah. Love y'all, man. Love you, DB. Thank you, Professor Griff. Yeah, it was a great show tonight. Thank you, Unique Don. Appreciate you staying active in the chat. Patricia Shelton, Insane Beauty, appreciate you. Everybody, Patty Dean, Terrence Bailey, thank you once again. Everybody in here, man. We had a great show tonight. All we do is get better, man. All we do is get better and grow. All right, man. And I'll see you guys Sunday. And love you, DB. I'm gone.
Love you, brother.
All right, peace. Last time, y'all. We gonna do this shit together. Hey, love y'all. Peace, y'all.